family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esfold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Ready.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Here at Century High School in Bismarck, North Dakota. We're up for another day of WDA basketball on the PSP Network. These Lady Patriots are roll pads rolling through the second half of the season and look to do the same today to their Bismarck rivals, the St. Mary's Saints, on the PSP Network. We start as always with the Valvoline Oil Change pregame show with timely services and won't slow you down and no appointment needed. Stay in your car, drive through oil change service. Take about 15 minutes at any of their locations in Bismarck or Minot. Find out more if they can do online at VIOC.com. Alongside Joe Catalimo and Patterson on the call for a WDA doubleheader today. Joe, Century, they've won 6 straight. That's one of the longest winning streaks there is in North Dakota High School girls basketball at the Division AA level. What's been so special about this team since the start of the new year?
Yeah, definitely. They had a little bit of a lull there. They lost to Mandan, lost to Minot High, kind of a little bit, back-to-back there. They struggled a little bit, and now since then they've been playing a lot better basketball, and I really think the emergence of Wellstead here in the last 6 games, she's really kind of, she's no longer that freshman anymore, right? She's gone through half the season. She's gone through half the WDA schedule. Now she's getting geared up for the tournament. She's really starting to play really, really good basketball and really controlling this team and being the leader, with the floor leader that she is with the ball in her hand.
Yeah, but Century, it's the emergence of a freshman. For St. Mary's, it's been the reemergence of their senior, Matea Messer. She was shooting 15% from 3 to start the year. Well, she scored 86 points now in her last 3 contests. She's back and trying to bring this whole Saints team with her.
Yeah, Matea Messer obviously playing her best basketball of the season. Like you said, 86 points in the last few games. She's playing her best basketball this time of year. She has that superstar mentality. She has that superstar talent level. One of the better seniors in the class, and she's got that talent level. And they got an emerging young girl as well, and Lily Ettinger, and they've those two have really kind of been able to combine their talents, so to speak, and have the St. Mary's really competing in a lot of basketball games and giving themselves a chance to win and then to play well come here late in the season.
Well, with just 3 regular season games to go, let's take a look at those Division AA girls basketball standings delivered to you by the UPS Store. We'll start by finding the Saints in the number 7 position. Don't forget, they're only 2 games out of 4th place. Legacy, it's a group of 5 that has been unchanging, really, and nobody's really separating themselves at this point. St. Mary's just went on the road to beat the Williston Coyotes last week.
Yeah, we got to get Chuck Claremont and his calculator out to figure out tiebreakers like usual in the WDA. But yeah, it's going to be a mess come the end of the season of who's going to be, like you see right there, all the way from 3rd down or 4th all the way down to 7th is just a disaster right now to figure out who the better teams are, and you don't want to be the last one, because I think the last one has to play in the play-in game. So
yeah, 7 through 10.
You definitely just want to get yourself up in that as high as you can. Obviously, this is going to be a tough test for the Saints, but they do have some firepower. They do have some girls that can really score, especially Messer, and we'll just see what happens, right? And Century's been known to start slow at times, and so can they get out on them early, or will the Century Patriots come out and just kind of handle business?
Yeah, Bismarck Century number 2 in the conference right now. That's a tied record with Mandan. Chuck Claremont needs the tiebreakers for that one too, because they own the tiebreaker over Mandan by 5 points.
Yeah.
That's all that separates the Patriots and the Braves this year. We'll get into the procedures, which Century still has, and Mandan too, a chance at the 1 seed, but it's fading fast as Minot High keeps their undefeated season alive. That is almost in jeopardy as their game got started earlier. We'll have updates from what's going on across the river in Mandan very shortly. Those are the standings. How about the rankings that came out on Monday afternoon, brought to you by AE Construction Management? You'll find these Patriots slotted number 3 in the state. No change. A couple teams played some Minnesota competition. Horace gave up 104 to Wayzata. Century goes and beats a top team in the state, Benilde St. Margaret's, over the weekend. Hard to judge how those games went, but interesting results to say the least.
Yeah, no question. It's kind of been the same now since Christmas in a lot of ways, especially on the boys' side. I think, West Fargo is that other team. Legacy, obviously, with the big win in Century. But for the most part, it's kind of been the top 7 all year long. Top 5, 6 has kind of rotated. But Century, Bismarck High, Horace, those have been the 3 big names that everybody wants to know which one of those guys, is going to be playing their best ball. And can one of those other 4 kind of be the upset thriller, right? And on the girls' side, like you said, Minot High's the class of their own, and they've been that way for the last few years in the regular season. This year they're healthy. things are going well, but like we said, other competition has caught up to them a little bit. Mandan's giving them a run for their money right now. They still have to play Century again, so nothing is settled here. Nothing is settled here yet in the WDA.
When we come back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, we'll look at the Northern Plains Heating Air keys to the game and get you to tip off. It's St. Mary's and Century, a matchup of the WDA on a Tuesday night here in Bismarck.
Tracker, we know the most precious memories are those spent together. From sharing the joys of fishing to watching the grandkids wipe out on a tube, spending the day just relaxing with your significant other, or laughing away the evening with your friends. These are the moments you'll remember forever, and they're all made possible by Sun Tracker.
Find the full lineup at Swenson RV and Marine in Monaghan, Bismarck, or online, swensonrv.com.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Contracting builds more than structures. They build confidence. Your trusted partner in commercial construction across North Dakota, they handle everything from planning to final delivery. Whether it's steel, industrial, or retail, AECM builds with precision and safety. Their hands-on approach keeps your project on time and on budget. Build better with AECM. Call Tim at 701-818-0099 or visit aeconstructionmanagement.com.
It's on the schedule every week. We try to make your first experience the best experience. It's not only for your body, but it's for your mental health as well.
They really care about their clientele. What is too high a price for physical independence and for good health?
If you've been thinking about doing personal training or joining a gym for that matter, just go and do it and get started. Whether you're 20, 30, 40, 70, whether you're trying to build muscle, lose weight, doesn't matter.
Century and St. Mary's close to tip-off here on senior night from Olson Gymnasium on the north side of Bismarck. Let's take a look at our Northern Plains heating our keys to the game leading up to tip-off between the Saints and the Patriots. We'll start on the St. Mary's side. Joe, you're saying one side's got to build momentum, the other side's got to keep it in this matchup.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, I think obviously we talked about Messer's playing really well the last few games. She's really starting to come into her own a little bit last time out. They got a nice three-point win against Williston. And so can they just keep playing good basketball, build some momentum going into the WDA play? They do have tonight, and they got Dickinson, which is a game that they should be able to figure out a way to win just by what history and scoreboards show us. And then they obviously have a really tough test in Mandan. So they just got to, you got to have those little victories. You got to build momentum wherever you can find it, and then see if you can have that confidence going into the tournament time.
for Century, keeping the momentum. They've won 6 straight, and they also have quite the busy schedule to wrap up this season. This final home game of the year against St. Mary's, and then road trips to Minot High and just down the street to Bismarck High to close out what could be a #1 seed. They just have to take care of a lot of business.
Yeah, no question. Like you said, tonight's a tough test. They just got done with a few really good battles, beating Legacy the other night, going on the road and taking on a non-conference for the WDA play, but getting that win over Benilde St. Margaret. It's just got to be a huge confident boost for these girls. And then we have the Minot matchup next week and the Bismarck High matchup. No matter what the record shows, Bismarck High Century is always going to be a very good basketball game. So, and Bismarck High is playing good basketball in their own right. So they have a lot of ththings to play for here. Can they hold that 1 seed? Can they hold that 2? You know, they obviously would love to do anything not to have to play a Minot High or in that second round and be able to get to that championship game with the easiest road. And if they can figure out the 1, that means Minot High and Mandan's the 2, and that means you can skate all the way to the ship without playing Minot or Mandan. So I think that's the goal, and obviously you got to win a lot of games to get to that point. But this team has the ability to do so, and they're playing good basketball right now.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Call Dylan today at 222-2155. Make sure your furnace is ready for the winter months ahead. New installation, upgrades, your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155. Breaking down this matchup a little bit further, St. Mary's, a team that has all of a sudden woken up on offense. Maybe it's Messer, but it's kind of just been a little bit of everybody pitching in on the three-point side. Maybe it's Stella Gallick, defense to offense. That's kind of her game. Maya Jones off the dribble. And then the 8th grader, we always bring her up because it's a game that we're going to see definitely improve over the years, but it already seems that she's coming into her own, averaging a double-double. That would be Lily Edinger.
Yeah, Lily Edinger is just, she has got the gene pool. Obviously her mom was a phenomenal college basketball player in her own right, playing at Iowa State, and as an 8th grader coming in at her size at 6'3", she's strong, she's physical, and she's got a lot of room to grow as well. And her first season as varsity really starting to develop here late in the year. 10 points a game, almost 10 rebounds a game. That's really good numbers for an 8th grader, obviously. And then I'm a big fan of Maya Jones, too. I think she got some time late in the year last year. I think that time was valuable for her to come into this situation she's in now. And I think Maya's only continued to improve, too. Her averaging only 6.5 points and 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 assists. But I feel like she's that type of player that has she's very talented. She's got a high skill set. And I think those are those young core that if you can keep bringing along with a girl like Messer, who's obviously got the experience, is only going to help everybody.
Yeah, you just saw being announced on senior night for Century, Abby Foslin, the senior guard, really one of the leaders of this Century team. She had a massive game over in Moorhead, Minnesota to really carry the Patriots to that 71-67 win over their out-of-state opponent. 28 points, 11 boards against Benilde St. Margaret's.
Yeah, just she's been doing it for a long time now. She's a very talented player, doing a really good job with this team, and making up. They've lost some players in the last few years. They've had some good girls go on to play at high levels, and she kind of continues to be that steady force, and even was able to step up her. She was the young girl on the team, and now she's the old vet with Wellstead and Thornton coming through. So she's just been so important to this program the last few years, and it's good to see her finishing off her senior year. Finally getting those accolades, those stars, that attention that she's probably could have had a long time ago if there wasn't so many stars on the Century rosters.
Yeah, the other 2 seniors being honored before the game today. Addie Weigel, she'll also factor into the Patriots lineup frequently. And Allison Volk, who played in 6 games this year before a leg injury, gets to put on the Century home jersey one final time here to cap their senior seasons. How about this week on the PSP Network? Really just getting started. Actually got started with an overtime thriller in the District 8 championship game. You're coming back from Garrison doing that. How was the Central McLean Flasher 1 versus 2 in the state?
Yeah, that was a good, fun game. Down 11 going into the 4th quarter, and got it to overtime, but Central McLean was able to pull off with some free throws down the stretch. So, yeah, that was a heck of a girls basketball game last night for sure.
today for West Region basketball broadcasts on the PSP Network. A few have already gotten started, including Minot High and Mandan. Get this, folks. Mandan, a 15-point lead at the half over the #1 ranked undefeated Majets. We know Mandan has given Minot High fits over the years. They actually beat Minot High at Magic City Campus Gymnasium a season ago, looking for a late season win to try and dethrone Minot High from that #1 position as the season comes to an end. Also got broadcasts from Minot North and Dickinson later tonight. PSP primetime on Wednesday. We'll talk about the guests coming up from the Division B girls side as they get set for the Region 3 tournament. And then West Region hockey on PSP Plus to wrap up the weekend. A lot of good stuff for you, both on PSP Network and PSP Plus. When we come back, we'll set the lineups, get you to tip-off. It's Century and St. Mary's on the PSP Network.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
It's the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Your day with goodness that tastes as amazing as it feels. At Blissful Bee Juicery, we serve fresh, cold-pressed juice and smoothies. Nature's best in every sip. Nourish yourself with our vibrant acai bowls with fresh fruit and granola, power bowls, protein balls, hummus, parfaits, and carrot cake. Blissful Bee Juicery. Pure, simple, blissful. Now in 2 locations on North and South Broadway.
Another reminder, this is your Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network with 25 years of the Lundins taking care of people they make local actually matter at any of their locations in Minot or Bismarck. Find out more of what they do online at VIOC.com. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Well, some games already in action. It's a good time to bring this up because there's 3 games to go. Century down 3 games to the Minot High Majets with 3 games left in the season. Still have an outside chance at the 1 seed, and it's already coming true today. Minot High on the road at Mandan. The Patriots need the Majets to lose out, which is a tough task, but doable because they are down 51-36 in the second half to Mandan, and they play Century coming up to end the week. So the Patriots' chances of the number 1 seed, that's already starting to blossom here.
Yep, it's alive, and they obviously need some help from Mandan, and and they got to do what they need to do to get the W's as well. But, yeah, if Mandan can help them out tonight, all of a sudden it's a lot muddier.
How about coming up this weekend on PSP Plus, the WDA hockey tournament? Turn the corner into next week. We've already got Division B and Division A region tournaments, and you don't want to be late to the party. Get your premier pass and also the chance to win these cool prizes on tomorrow night's episode of PSP Prime Time, a 55-inch Amazon Fire TV, another premier pass from for one of your friends, and a Galactic Pizza from Planet Pizza. All yours if you follow at Network PSP. Like this post, you can find it on those social media pages. Tag to your friends, and you can be in there 4 extra times if you already have your own premier pass for any of the 13 remaining tournaments on PSP Plus to wrap up the postseason. Century and St. Mary's today from Olsen Gymnasium. Always like getting the assignment to come down to Bismarck.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of the Magic City sometimes.
Yeah, I got to see every once in a while. I got to work with Brock from Dickinson last week, and now I get to work with OP this week. I mean, I feel like I'm starting to move up the roster somehow, working with the two varsity players.
Well, it's time now to pause our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show because it's time for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Olsen Gymnasium at Century High School for tonight's WDA girls basketball game between the Saints from St. Mary's High School and your Century Patriots. As we begin, Bismarck Public Schools reminds each of you that this athletic contest is played under the observance of the North Dakota High School Activity Association's behavior expectations by all those in attendance, and that any discriminatory slur will result in immediate removal from the facility. Good sportsmanship is vital at all levels of athletics. We ask that you exhibit good sportsmanship at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your cap or hat, and place your right hand over your heart as we salute our great nation with the singing of our national anthem. Singing the anthem from Century High School is Briley Earhart.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Tip-off between Century and St. Mary's on the PSP Network. It comes up next.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information. This pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
All set to go now with this all-Bismarck matchup between Century and St. Mary's on the PSP Network. One more reminder, get your Premier Pass for $74.99 online at psp.network. Enjoy all the 13 remaining postseason tournaments, including the WDA basketball tournament for the Bismarck Event Center in not too long of time. St. Mary's in the blue, Century in the white. Tip-off is won by the Saints, and we are underway with WDA basketball tonight on the PSP Network.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to look out there and see the height advantage that Ettinger has on Century right off the back, and they find her enough times tonight.
Kind of a tussle for the basketball. Journey Okrip ran away with it. Dishes to Ettinger. The size advantage is there, but some of these teams in the WDA have found a way to kind of outstrength Lily Ettinger at times and take her out of the lane. She'll go to the Serve Pro free throw line looking for today's first points. First one's up and good. St. Mary's leads 1-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life's busy, that's why they'll make managing your money easy. Find them online at bnc.bank.
Got them both. Good start. Good start for the Saints. See what they do here defensively to see if they can slow down the Patriots.
Right side drive by another one of the freshmen, Kinley Thornton. We didn't mention in that pregame show. Dishes to her classmate, Kaylee Wellstead from the free throw line. Backs up, and it's back to Thornton. Rest of that starting lineup for Nate Wellstead, Olivia Klimpel, Addie Weigel, as we got a 3-and-1 chance at a 4-point play to start the day. Abby Fossen, by the way, that fifth starter. Let's watch it again.
Yeah, really good baseline drive there, baseline drift. They screen the backside. Defender just runs through that closeout a little too far, knocking Wellstead, and Wellstead was still able to knock it down.
A 4-point play to start the day for the Century Patriot offense.
That's about as good as you can draw it up.
Doubles the St. Mary's Saints lead, not even a minute in. Jones trying to drive into traffic, gets her own rebound. Now it's a loose ball, tracked down by Wellstead. She's going to lead the fast break for Century and maybe take it all herself. Walled off by Okrip. Good job getting back by the Saints defensively.
And good job, Wellstead, just figuring out a way not to travel there and not turn the ball over.
Gets a top of the key three, rolls off. Long rebound to Okrip, and then a lot of contact there, no whistle. And the ball will stay with Century as Klimpel kind of just trucked Okrip here on the sideline.
I don't know if I agree that that's who it went out on. I think the ref was just hoping he could have pointed the other way because I think he might have balked on that one. A little early call, but and it looks like we got an injury too right away.
Okrip limping after she was hit. Head coach Ty Terry checking on his starting forward. Early entry into the game for Rachel Schumacher for St. Mary's. A warning on the St. Mary's bench. Wonder if it was the assistant coach instead of head coach Ty Terry.
Ty was way down in the corner. Assistant coach decided that they were going to get their piece in, and it was quickly stopped.
Well, what's the earliest? I know you've ref games, you've coached basketball games. Earliest warning, maybe today, at minute 18 seconds?
When I was an assistant at Mayville State, they warned the other team's coach after the tip. The ball got tipped, it got in someone's hand, and he blew the whistle and warned them. And I think it all came from like the game before. They just set the tone early with that coach and gave him his bench warning. I won't even say the name of the coach, but he got a bench warning 10 seconds after the initial tip.
All right, well, there's no beating that then. But St. Mary's sure got close. And Schumacher fills into that new lineup, puts Matea Messer kind of as a forward now. Here's Stella Gallick for three. Rebound, Jones fighting for it with Weigel.
Yeah, really good battle over there. Jones just fighting for an extra possession for her team. Wasn't able to get it, but just showed a lot of heart on that play, making it tough for Century, not giving them a free transition possession.
6 in a row for the Patriots, and 6 for Kaylee Wellstead.
That's number 3.
Yeah, Kaylee Wellstead right down the lane on a give-and-go action there. Just gave it to the wing, kept on running, sprinting right down the middle, gets the ball, gets the layup.
And when you take Messer off the three-point line, St. Mary's has really struggled to shoot from there. Schumacher is wide open for three, but will come up empty. St. Mary's as a team did not make a three-point field goal against Century in their earlier matchup.
Yeah, good stop there from Wellstead, getting all the way down the lane, jump stopping and pivoting. Thornton just not able to knock it down.
Thornton, a really good three-point shooter. We'll start the day 0 for 1, and St. Mary's wants a timeout to talk things over. 15:41 still to go in the first half. We are just underway on the PSP Network.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
Well, St. Mary's takes a 30-second break. You almost feel like want to restart this game.
Regroup, yeah. Restart, regroup. Didn't get a couple calls that they wanted. Obviously haven't had the luck on the offensive end. Coaches got worn. Let's just get a reset here before this thing gets out of hand. See if we can't chip away at this early lead.
Yeah, just 8-2, but still very early in this contest. Jones has it at the top of the key. Ettinger and Messer on the blocks. It's going to be Jones as everybody clears out of her way. And the sophomore is going to shoot two with the Serve Pro strike.
Yeah, nice hesitation move there from Jones. Acted like she was going to cross to her left. Gave a little bit of a start and stop and took it hard to the right hand and was able to get the foul call.
24/7 Mercy Service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. The Serve Pro free throw line, which is where St. Mary's has all three of their points in this first half. Foslin, after a huge game on Saturday in Moorhead, Minnesota, will miss that runner. Rebound still being kicked away and now stolen away by Thornton of Century. We're going to get a foul. It was against.
They're going to call the foul on St. Mary for jumping on top. And
now Coach Terry more animated on the sideline than his assistants were earlier.
Yeah, and that's going to be her second foul as well. Turnover right away, doesn't cost him anything, but I know Coach Terry would love to see a call go his way eventually tonight.
Messer will pull up from three, air ball at Schumacher.
Good hustle from Schumacher there.
Able to throw it back into play. Shot clock does not reset though. Jones hits the iron on a three. Should note that during the timeout, Journey Okrup left the bench for St. Mary's. Weigel scores for Century.
That's what we were talking about on the pregame show with Wellstead. She's just the quarterback out there for her team, and she took that thing hard like she was going to score and was able just to bounce it hard the other side of the floor to Weigel for the wide open layup.
Century throws a double team at Messer, leaves Schumacher open again, but still isn't hitting there from the wing.
Yeah, I doubt they're going to let her get too many open looks. She's going to have to earn everything she gets tonight. Messer is anyway.
Foslin shot fake and a drive. Offensive rebound for the Patriots. Now Thornton.
That's a good call.
Wanted to do the same play, but traveled.
Yeah, she got the look. She was able to get her eyes on the rim and had a long closeout, just not able to get those feet settled before she took off.
Timeouts today on the PSP Network brought to you by First International Bank and Trust, a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built to the bond between their employees and customers. Find them online at FIBT.com. Journey Okrup is back to the sideline for St. Mary's after being checked on. Messer gets open off a screen from Ettinger, throws it too hard off the window. St. Mary's still 0 from the field.
Yeah, nice set there. Got a little screen for her to come across the lane, just not able to get her feet underneath her before she shot it.
Second offensive rebound for Century. They're going to turn it over. Lakin Johnson had days to shoot that three, missed it, and then got a good cut to the basket. Just couldn't find her.
Yeah, well said. Just a little bit too hard of a fastball on that one. She had a cutter there and just wanted to zip it in there, just a little too hot and out of the reach of the cutter.
Messer will break the press, throw it up the floor to Finley Schmidt, the senior, in some first half playing time today.
Great post feed there.
Three white jerseys around Ettinger. They will force the jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Saints. 13.5 to go in the first half.
Yeah, decent pass there. Just Edinger wasn't able to gather the ball without dribbling, and as soon as she dribbled it, Century had the double team on her, and she wasn't able to get out of there. Okra back in the game, so that's a good sign.
Splits right through the defense. First made field goal for the Saints today.
Yeah, good take there. Obviously, whatever was bothering her didn't bother her for too long, and she was able to get back in the game and make an impact in the offensive end.
5-point lead for the third-ranked Century Patriots, winners of 6 consecutive. Foul on the shot attempt from Olivia Klimpel. This one's going to go against Matea Messer.
Yeah.
First personal, fourth.
I don't think Matea needed to do that. I think Edinger had a good job there of closing that down. She ended up getting a tip on that shot attempt. Probably no need to reach in there. Just trust your big to come over and give you help.
First one good for Olivia Klimpel. 70% free throw shooter is the junior. Patriots start a perfect 5 of 5. Serve Pro free throw line today.
Such a big deal when you have such a veteran team and they shoot the ball so well. You knock down your free throws too. It helps your team out so much on the offensive end. Good lead pass.
Lob up the floor to Foslin. Credit the assist to Klimpel.
I kind of like this new look Century. They've really started to do it a lot more in the last couple of weeks. Just not being afraid to get out in transition.
We've got another first half timeout called by the St. Mary's Saints. That 5-point deficit has now grown to 9. 12:42 to go first half on the PSP Network.
Made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store. It could be the quality of the Arco fuel, the great selection of snacks, drinks, and convenience items, the amazing touchless car wash, including their monthly car wash club, the clean restrooms, or the free air. Most of all, it's the warm, friendly customer service. See for yourself at Dakota Square Arco, 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in Minot.
Rental start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town, apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
Coming up, our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. We'll take a look at the first half numbers from this game. Scores from around the state. 14-5 Century leads. We are still not even halfway through this opening half of play.
Very young basketball game still here, but St. Mary's does need to figure something out. They're giving up a lot of transition points right now to Century.
Still running Messer and Edinger as the post. That was just stolen away by Olivia Klimpel.
Yeah, just got to keep that ball higher. Use your height. Keep it at your chin. Don't bring it down to Klimpel's level or else she's going to take it from you.
Okrip guarding Thornton well outside the three-point line. Patriots able to get into the lane. Had a tough time, at least a little bit, holding on to the basketball today. The travel is called as Tegan Schmidt, the third of the freshmen for Century. He's trying to drive.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen that same type of travel. Good closeouts from the Saints, chasing them off the three-point line, and a little bit of happy feet for the Century Patriots outside there trying to drive it.
Messer, a long two from the corner is nothing but net.
I like that, putting her on the same side of the floor as Edinger. Hard to double both of them, and she comes cutting across, catch and shoot. Nice play from Messer.
At 26 in that wild win against Williston on the road. Fadeaway shot there from Klimpel, early move of the game nominee.
Yeah, a little Dirk Nowitzki shake there. Went right, spins back to her left, and a little fadeaway jumper. Nice play there from Klimpel.
Quick shot for the Saints.
Good
it's hit there from Jones, but Messer ended up out of bounds. Let's watch that last Klimpel shot again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay reel.
Goes right, spins back, a little fadeaway over the long arms of the law, and knocks down the shot. Good play there from Klimpel.
50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory online at driveryan.com. Wide open baseline for Thornton. Got good position around Okrip. The shot went off the bottom of the backboard. Second chance, and all alone is Lakin Johnson. Century 0 for 2 there in the lane.
Yeah, good look there. And Thornton obviously got off to a slow start in this one. She's got all the talent in the world. She's got all kinds of Division I people looking at her. Hasn't been the freshman year she was kind of expecting, but you can see she's got all the talent in the world to make plays.
Okrip has 4 of the Saints' 9 first-half points.
Playing very well right now, and I don't know I don't even know if it was an injury. Maybe it was just some sort of a contact or some sort of an issue that way, because she looks like she's moving around just fine out there.
Century's just getting to drive wherever they want. Abby Foslin scores off the bounce.
Yeah, when they haven't overpassed it, they've been able to get pretty much anything they want. It's that time Foslin goes hard left hand, gets all the way to the other side, and knocks down the layup. Century just seems to be playing a lot faster than they were a couple weeks ago. They're just getting the ball down the floor. They're getting into their offense quicker, just making plays faster.
There's a lot of shooters that are being left open, and St. Mary's finally capitalizes. Finley Schmidt for 3.
Yeah, Schmidt, ball gets reversed, and she's probably one of the players that Century was okay leaving to guard Messer, and they needed somebody else to step up, and Schmidt knocked that one down for their team.
Schmidt below 10% from the three-point line this year. Left-handed lay for Kaylee Wellstead.
Kaylee Wellstead with the step back, the hesitation, never got it back to her right hand, and was able to scoop it up with her left off the quick first step.
St. Mary's down 8, under 10 minutes to play in the first half. The offense has started to warm up. Jones calling a new set with 12 on the shot clock. Going right, gives to her younger sister, Mesa Jones, in the game. The 3 is blocked by Wellstead.
Yeah, just good hustle to get to that closeout. Mesa thought she had plenty of time, but speed this one just a little bit faster. Two 8th graders, a sophomore, and 14 isn't a sophomore, but playing a lot of young players as Coach Terry already in this game.
Messer, anytime she wants to dribble, there's just an obstacle course of a Century defense in front of her.
She's seeing a triangle right now, both directions. Well, that Foslin. Yeah, Foslin's really kind of starting to take this thing over. She's made 3 of her first 3 shots, made her 2 free throws, just getting easy buckets. Got to be able to stop her in transition.
8 first-half points for Abby Foslin, averages 13 a game. Here goes Messer again, this time playing on the perimeter. Single digits on the shot clock. Schmidt tries another 3, bounces in and out. Century gets the rebound and runs.
They got numbers again.
4 on 3. Foslin gets tripped up by the floor. Maya Jones, St. Mary's now with numbers on the fast break. The pull-up is no good, but Okrip's right there to clean it up for St. Mary's.
Yeah, good hustle from St. Mary's. Got back on defense, stopped Foslin from her transition attempt, and then we're able to turn it back right around on the Patriots and get their own bucket.
Century Patriots timeout on the floor, 8:06 to go first half. Patriots by 8.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
Today's broadcast of WDA Basketball on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Farstead Oil. Contact Farstead Oil today to find out how their skilled sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, and DEF needs. Proudly serving North Dakota, Montana, and western Minnesota since 1938. It's Farstead Oil. Back to the action here in Olson Gymnasium.
And got a hand on her hip there, forcing Weigel out of bounds there on the drive.
And that is just when Stella Gallick checked back in the game, had 2 early fouls, picks up her 3rd now with still 8 minutes to go before halftime, and she's going to be heading right back to the bench.
Yep. Unfortunate for her on that one. Good defense from Enninger.
Patriots continue to gather rebounds, and now St. Mary's lost defensively. Good recovery, though, from Mesa Jones. Still Patriot basketball. Thornton Looks to the block. It's Foslin trying to make a move around Shoemaker. Just going to move her out of the way and draw the foul.
Yeah, she probably got away with the first one, didn't get away with the second one. Foslin goes up strong with really good deep post position there, and was able to take her defender all the way to the hoop and get the foul.
First of two good for Abby Foslin.
Patriots, number 13, Abby Foslin.
Getting late in Mandan. 2 minutes to go. The Braves have an 8-point lead over Minot High. The result of note in the early games today in the Western Dakota Association.
Perfect 7 for 7 as the Patriots now from the free throw line.
The final score updates for you in our Dromes Collision Center halftime report. Here's a steal by Foslin, only be stolen back by Jones, and then the foul is going to come out on St. Mary's.
Foul Saints, number 5, Maya Jones.
Fouls now at 7-2. That foul puts Century in the bonus.
Not good, especially when they're 7 for 7. Pretty early to go there, and plus just the short bench the Saints have, they can't afford a lot of foul trouble. Foslin now has 11 points, 5 of those coming from the free throw line.
Shoots 76% from the stripe.
Those numbers are going up tonight so far.
26-14 lead for Century on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Schumacher gets all the way into the lane.
Really good post defense done now by Klimple. Just not letting Ettinger have any position whatsoever.
Ettinger maybe got a hand on that pass. It was deflected away. Foslin fires it up the floor to Tegan Schmidt. Rebound down to St. Mary's.
And that last defensive possession, Klimple just did a good job of going from high side to low side and moving without a lot of contact, and kind of fooled the defense of where she was going to be.
Okrup has been most of the offense scoring-wise for St. Mary's today. Gives it up to Schumacher, looks inside for Messer. With that double team, there's somebody open on the weak side. It was Jones, now into Ettinger, flailing on the shot as she's fouled. Back to the free throw line goes Lily Ettinger.
Yeah, just needs a little more strength on that catch. She really wants to settle to start dribbling it right away. If she can just catch it and compose, use her strength and length, and get it up on the glass.
I think another one of our sponsors on the PSP Network, Minot State University. This broadcast, with 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. That's Minot State University.
Has cashed in for 3 of 4 free throws, though, so good to see that when your young post player can just walk up to the line and knock them down for you. Traveled again, I think. Coach Terry was right on that. I think she got happy feet again on that shot fake drive.
We're going to play on, though. 10 to shoot. Thornton has it. Stolen away by Okrup.
Yeah, she's had a good basketball game. She's been very, very physical, gotten herself a couple points, but defensively she's doing everything she can out there to shut down the Patriots as well.
Tay Messer, 2 points in this first half. Try and get some back here on the Mesa Jones steal. Lobs it up for Ettinger. And travels. St. Mary's puzzled.
Yeah. She left her feet, they said.
Just a little hop before the dribble is what's going to turn the ball over.
Said she left her toes when she got the ball. Ooh, good play there.
Klimple gets Ettinger out of her way.
That is an experienced basketball player right there. Drove baseline, got position, used her body and her physicality to get a little bit of space, and was able to get that on the glass over the outstretched arms of Ettinger.
That deserves a second look on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay reel. Klimple and Fosland, 2 of the seniors for Century, doing a lot of their scoring in this first half. 17 of the Patriots, 28 coming from those 2.
Yeah, right now the Patriots are just, whoa, that's a foul. That's a foul. Right now the Patriots seem to play just a little faster, a little bit more under control with that speed as well. Just so many weapons out there for the Patriots. They got, every girl seems to be a threat at the positions they play.
the Saints, number 1, Matea Messer.
Need to get Matea going here before halftime. Get her a few more touches. Get her the ball in some isolated spots. See if they can keep her away from the double teams.
Both teams shooting well at the Serve Pro free throw line. Messer did not have a very big day against Century in the earlier matchup. That was key to the Patriots' success. She had 9 points. St. Mary's as a team put up just 49 at home against Century.
What a move.
Yeah, gets the defense to slide by. Kaylee Wellstead is back in the box score.
Yeah, split the defense there on the trap of the ball screen. Was able to get all the way down to her right hand, change her speed, jump stop. Defense goes by. She scores easily.
Count it, and the foul for Matea Messer. But let's go back to that last scoring play from Wellstead on the Ryan replay.
Lincoln Johnson, first personal, 6th team foul.
Yeah, Matea Messer already has 6 points here. She's starting to heat up just a little bit. See if she gets to 7.
3-point play for Messer.
Taking advantage of the free throw line. Both Edinger and Messer is now keeping them in this game. 10 points. If you can keep it here, maybe cut it down to 6 or 8 going into halftime. I think the Saints will be very happy with this, with how this game started.
Help defense flies in, and Maya Jones is going to be called for the block.
I think that's a good call. I think Maya was trying to create something there, just came a little late. Wasn't ever really planted in Thornton's way. Thornton went right through the contact, used her strength to get it on the glass, and finds her way to the free throw line. And this is the first free throw of the game for the Patriots.
They were in the single bonus right there. They'll give it up to St. Mary's. Look at the Saints defense today. We've mentioned a lot. Century's been able to get any driving lane they want. And on that last play, Okrup's guarding her on the sideline. Is there something St. Mary's maybe sag off a little bit?
Yeah.
You got to respect their shooting, though.
Yeah, definitely. If you're forcing baseline, you just need help from your backside help. And the backside help that time just didn't get over there for her. So she's got to be able to get that help and make a play. And you saw Jones try to take the charge. Just got there a little late.
Extra pass goes to Lakin Johnson. Hits the 3, just the second one of the day for the Century Patriots.
Yeah, they haven't relied on the 3 to build this lead. That time Lakin Johnson gets the reversal and knocks down the clutch 3-pointer.
And it's back with Century's offense, up by 15. 2 free throws coming up for Kaylee Wellstead.
Yeah, Kaylee gets the ball in her hand. You gotta be ready for her to attack you right away. She's just got that mentality, that fierce competitor. She's playing with a ton of confidence right now, and definitely a player that's ready for her first WDA tournament here in a couple weeks.
Now looking ahead to that, just by taking a peek at the West Region standings like we did earlier today, those top 3 teams seem to be the 3 complete teams, but you got to have 4 that go to state, and St. Mary's kind of in that second group despite being the number 7 team in the standings right now.
Yeah, all those teams in that second group have an all-star player. They got Messer, they got Falcon, all those teams have one of those premier players in the WDA.
We're going to take another timeout. 4:04 left in the first half. Century leading 37-20.
It's on the schedule every week.
We try to make your first experience the best experience. It's not only for your body, but it's for your mental health as well.
They really care about their clientele. What is too high a price for physical independence and for good health?
If you've been thinking about doing personal training or joining a gym for that matter, just go and do it and get started.
Whether you're 20, 30, 40, 70, whether you're trying to build muscle, lose weight, doesn't matter.
Four broadcasts today on the PSP Network. 3 of them already live and another one just about to start in Dickinson. We're joining you here from Bismarck, North Dakota. Century a 37-20 lead over St. Mary's. That's going to be a 5-second call against the Saints.
Yeah, not ideal coming out of a timeout to turn it over like that.
I didn't see it for sure, but did Mason Jones drop the ball when it got handed off?
I think the ref set it down. I think he already had warned him about getting out of the huddle, and he put her down and said it's time to play basketball.
Quick pass over to Johnson, back-to-back threes for the junior.
Yeah, she's that stretch shooter for them. You got to concentrate on Wellstead, you got to concentrate on Foslin and Klemple, and then all of a sudden Johnson comes off the bench and can really stretch the defense.
20-point lead in this first half for Century. We were just saying it was about a minute and a half ago. Joe, this was 10. St. Mary's get it to 6. Well, now they're down 20.
Yeah, 5.5-minute mark. We were like, oh, they can feel real confident about themselves going into halftime if they can keep it down. And just like that, a couple long three-pointers for Century, a steal in transition, and Wellstead got a bucket. It flips so fast on you against teams like Century.
Edinger makes both, all 5 points today, coming from the Serve Pro free throw line. Open was Wellstead. Gives it up, though, to Foslin.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a great extra pass. That just builds your team rapport, builds your chemistry. Keep trusting your shooter in that corner and give that extra pass. That's good basketball there.
Messer continues to try and dribble through the quadruple team in the backcourt. Able to get the foul call against Century. She's going to shoot the one-on-one bonus.
At the line of the Saints, number 1, Matea Messer.
Be interesting to see who guards the post now. Is it going to be Foslin or will it be Thornton with Weigel coming out? I'm sorry, Klimple coming out, possibly just to save her from maybe picking up another foul here before the end of the half. Messer now has 9 points. Solid first half for her.
It matches her game total from earlier in the season against Century in that loss, but St. Mary's a much different team from their meeting back in January. Newly into the game for Century.
Great
back in the game, Addie Weigel.
Really good box up by Okrop there. Just being physical, dominating the boards there, leaving them one and done.
Also new into the game for St. Mary's on the drive was Taylor Eisenzimmer. Timeout by Coach Wellstead as Johnson is nearly in a jump ball situation with the Saints. It's just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here to remind you today's broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by BSN. They create exclusive, personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs, from custom equipment, uniforms, and coaches' apparel to fan wear, branding, and more. They do it all. Contact your local BSN sales pro today in western North Dakota. Another reminder, Jerome's Collision Center halftime report is next. After the next 2:45 of this first half. Of the first half numbers, a look from scores around the state. Upsets brewing everywhere in North Dakota. Got a district championship going on in Bowman. Tell you what, did you see the finish in Bowman last night?
No, I did not. I was driving home.
Yeah, well, yeah. It was mountain time, though, so late game. Buzzer beater 3 for the Beach Buccaneers.
Oh.
The 6th seed going to the District 7 title game today.
Nice. Who do they play in the district title game?
Grant County Mott Region.
All right.
The 1 seed. Back from the timeout. St. Mary's just 2 timeouts remaining in the game. Century has 3. Patriots also have the 40-24 advantage on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
That's
just going to get it out of there. Wellstead the assist to Thornton.
Yeah, I don't know how Wellstead was able to get that ball out of there. Drove into a lot of bodies. Ball gets knocked away from her, and she's still able to gather it, get it out for a knockdown 3 from her classmate and fellow 9th grader, Kinsley Thornton.
Final 2 minutes of the half. St. Mary's has gone about 3 minutes without making a field goal.
Kinsley Thornton, sorry.
Okrup trying to stop that streak. Offensive rebound by Eisenzimmer. It'll stay with St. Mary's 3rd chance here for the Saints.
Saints are giving up. They're playing hard right now. It's just they just have not, on the defensive end, been able to do anything to slow the Patriots down.
Get the ball into Edinger. Going against Thornton. That was the question. Who's going to guard Edinger now? But Edinger has her first 2-point field goal of the evening.
Yeah, good catch. Good strength there. Way to get up and get it high. Probably didn't need that dribble. That's probably just one of those things that she'll learn as she gets older, but still able to get away with it and score it high.
Wellstead had a good move going on right there. Just kind of lost control of it. Now cuts in front of Schumacher. Off 1 foot, a little bit too long. Edinger jumps for the rebound. Messer throws it up the floor, but it's picked off. Wellstead got in the way.
Yeah, Wellstead just hustling back, getting in her lane, reading the eyes of the passer, and playing a little center field there and getting the pick.
Thornton, lots of room. Even the long three.
Yeah, back-to-back threes now for Thornton. Again, she's got a lot of praise. A lot of people, including, anybody that watches basketball knows how talented she is. Just this varsity level has been a little bit of a slower start than probably expected, but good to see her start to heat up here in this first half.
Trying to find a way to get the ball to Matea Messer. Has to chase it down in the corner, and she got pushed by Fosland.
Two players just hustling hard after that one. Kind of wrong place, wrong time there for Fosland. Not able to control herself. And it's a little bit of body there pushing Messer out of bounds.
Tay Messer, 74% free throw shooter on the year. Makes the first to earn the second. St. Mary's free throw shooting has been even better than Century's today. 11 for 12, now 12 of 13. A 9-second difference between shot clock and game clock for the Patriots, who have a whopping 46 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, see if the Saints can figure out a way to get a stop here, maybe score with time running out. Be a big momentum bust for them if they could.
Wellstead works one-on-one with Messer, gets to the elbow, hands off. On the drive is Schmidt. Did she get it off in time? No. That was Weigel trying to the three.
Yeah, I ran a lot of clock there, ended up getting a good shot, just a half-second late. And the Saints are going to get a chance here.
Messer will bring it up with 5, gets to the half-court line. Now it's to give it up to Schmidt. 3 at the buzzer is just off. And at the break, Century leads 46-28. It was 10 points not too long ago. Century goes on a giant run to end the half, and they lead by 18. At the Jerome's Collision Center, halftime report next on the PSP Network.
We started with small beginnings, and just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Sometimes life gets messy and accidents happen. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Time now for Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. At Jerome's, they understand that accidents happen and it's a part of life. They're focused on getting you and your car back on the road as quick as possible. They've been doing it since 1975. Call 701-852-5126 for Jerome's Collision Center, where collision repair is their specialty. On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, Century 46, St. Mary's 28 after 18 minutes of basketball. Again, we blinked after it was 30-20 Century. It was 40-20 Century. St. Mary's then went 3.5 minutes without a field goal, and the Patriots have a pretty comfortable 18-point lead now. John, let's take a look at those first half scoring numbers.
Yeah, for the Saints, they scored 28 points, trailed the first half by 18. They had 5 girls score in the first half. They were led in scoring by Matea Messer. She had 11 points, was 7 for 7 from the free throw line. 7 points from Ettinger, 6 points from Okrop, 3 points, knocking down three. The lone 3 was Schmidt, and Jones with 1. They made 1 3-pointer, but were 13 for 15 from the free throw line, keeping them in this ball game where they're at. For Nate Wellstead and his Patriots, they lead by 18. They were led in scoring by Wellstead's 12 and Foslin's 12. They got 8 points out of Thornton, knocking down 2 threes. 6 points from Johnson, knocking down 2 threes. Klimple adds 6, and 2 points from Weigel. They had 6 players score, knocked down 5 3-pointers in the first half. And them, too, had a great first half from the free throw line, knocking down 11 of their 12 attempts.
Now, Century, they got playing pretty fast in that first half, and it was just flying by the St. Mary's defense. Kind of talked about a little change maybe that St. Mary's could do, just make sure that help defense is there, but it was a problem that persisted for 18 minutes. What do the Saints draw up defensively now?
Yeah, between help side defense on those drivers and then also just getting back in transition. They cleaned that up a little bit in the second half, or in the second half of the first half, the last 8 minutes or so. But a lot of it had to do with they were scoring, too. They were getting to the free throw line and scoring, so that they weren't able to get back in transition on them. But you got to get back in transition. You got to be able to get some help side defense, and then you got to be able to close after one. There's a lot of possessions there where the Patriots got an extra possession out of the play.
And how about the defensive work from Century's Olivia Klimple? The 6'3"
Really
eighth grader Lily Ettinger is a tough matchup for anybody, but she has handled it very well down in the post.
Yeah, Klimple's one of the better post defenders. You know, she's been undersized her whole life playing that position. She guards Lily Bell. She guards Bugby. She guard. I mean, last year she was guarding all the girls playing college basketball now. I remember watching her in the state championship game, you know, guarding drawing a blank, the Horace girl, Kale, yeah. So, or Hale. So, just again, she's been doing it. They're doing it her whole career. She's got very active feet. She's strong, and so she's able to move side to side, get good angles, and then just hold her ground. And people have to score over her. So she just does such a good job in there, and she gives them a chance every night guarding the posts.
Again, our score here at Century, the Patriots leading 46-28 on Senior Day, and 2 of their 3 seniors definitely leading the way. How about some scores from around the conference? The big final from earlier this evening. Mandan beats Minot High at home. They had a lead of as much as 15 points. Minot got it down to 2. Some controversy late, but the Braves, they come through with the upset win at home. Minot's first loss of the season, 73-69. Another late season hiccup for the Majettes heading into WDA tournament time. They also have Century later this week.
Yeah.
This is where Minot High got a little sketchy a season ago. The same problems come up for the Majettes.
Yeah, going on the road to a good team like Mandan, that's physical, that has size, that can match Lely, that have the active guards that can kind of get into Fricky and Knutson. Definitely a matchup problem for them. Obviously, you'd hope they'd be able to come out with that win and not get off to such a slow start. But yeah, for that's the first loss of the year, right? And so we saw it last week with Century Boys losing to Legacy. Do you let that fester, or do you just get up and move on? And Century's got to move on tonight against St. Mary's, and Minot's gonna have to move on real fast next week against Century, who looks like, if all things finish here, is gonna come off of their 7th straight win.
Elsewhere on the PSP Network today, Jamestown all over Minot North, 44-16. Remember, you can vote for this week's Player Performance of the Week on any of the @Network PSP social media platforms. It's brought to you by Minot State University, the Aggie Foundation, and Ryan Family Dealerships. This week's nominees, a couple Legacy Sabres on there, both from the ice hockey rink and the basketball court. Ben Garley and Jonathan Rubidoux. Mohall, Lansford, Sherwood's Hattie Vardy leading the Mavericks to the region tournament. She is a nominee along with Paxton Leeson of Dickinson and Kara Schler of Garrison, who put together quite the district tournament for the host team Troopers as they will advance to the Division B Region 4 girls basketball tournament coming up next week right here on PSP Plus. You can get your premier passes right now before it is too late on PSP.network, $74.99. You can also buy a one-day pass, just a tournament, or you can get all 15 for the discounted price of $75. Those tournaments, the regionals, A Region 3, B Region 3, B Region 4 are going to start up on Monday across western North Dakota. Second half begins with the Century Patriots having the basketball. Their offense put 46 points in the first half, but they'll start with a turnover.
Yeah, good, little bit uncharacteristic Century coming out of the half with the turnover there, but good job for the Saints being at the right place at the right time.
Feed inside from Messer to Ettinger, fouled as she goes up for the layup.
Yeah, nice strong cut across the lane there, beating Weigel to the spot there, and I'm sorry, Klimple to the spot. Game good position, going up strong and gathering the foul.
Just about all of Lily Ettinger's points today have come for the Serve Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians at Serve Pro.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, like when you can get a post player that gets fouled as much as she does to make their free throws, that's a huge thing, and it's a skill set and doesn't always come for everybody very fast.
Free throw shot that's going to count for 2 points there for Abby Foslin.
Yeah, pretty easy there. She just was able to catch it off the first pass right at the top of the key, just square it up and knock it down.
Maya Jones, just a single point in the basketball game right now, misses that runner from the right side. Long pass from Thornton. Also trying to get Gallick to run into it.
Yeah, she was trying to gather it and touch Gallick at the same time, and the rest were not fooled by that. And
not many freshmen trying to make that play, though.
She's coach's kid. Coach's kid. She's played a ton of basketball, and every once in a while you got to see if you can trick somebody.
Gallick, the catch and shoot three, finally getting to play in this game. She picked up 3 fouls in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, she didn't play very much. She had her 2 really early. Then Coach trusted her, put it back in there, and ended up picking it up right away. I bet she probably only tallied about 3.5, 4 minutes of that first half.
Well, now she's on the run, blocked by Klimple. Let's watch this one a second time on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay reel.
Good run out there, gets it up the floor. Does a good job of getting some contact, but just not enough to get the whistle.
Going to shoot it again high off the window. Stands out for Gallick, and why she's so needed on the floor is just
Definitely.
the energy and the work ethic she brings defensively.
Yep, no doubt. Good play design there. Get the ball to the short corner and get Klemple diving down from the top of the key, just not able to finish that one.
And it's that energy that St. Mary's was missing for a lot in the first half, trying to restart that game a couple times. Messer.
Yeah, nice little set there. Just setting a little bit of a down screen, a ping screen for Matea Messer. She knocks down her first three-pointer of the game, second one for the Saints.
Earlier in the season, picked up her 1,000th career point. It was against these Century Patriots. Off to play at Southwest Minnesota. There's a steal by Gallick, intercepting a pass.
Yeah, you said it a minute ago. Her energy is just so important for this team, and able to go get that steal there, reading the eyes of Foslin and taking it out of the air.
Jones, the point guard for St. Mary's, gives it up to Messer off that double screen. Say with that play is going to haunt the Minot North Sentinels forever. I don't know if you caught that game.
I did not. Just a couple pin screens and she just got hot.
It was that play about 20 times. She scored 47 points against Minot North off a double screen.
That's not fun to watch the next day at film study when you're the coach or the players, is one play beating you over and over again.
It was Matea Messer's day, to say the least, up at Sentinel Gymnasium just a few weeks ago.
Love the ball pressure up top right now from Gallick. She's messing with her fourth foul, but she's bringing a lot of energy.
Saints running around defensively, nowhere to go. As Foslin hits the three, Century leads 51-33, and we'll take a timeout on the PSP Network.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Let's broadcast the WDA basketball on the PSP Network, brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. It's the best pizza on the planet. They've been around for over 25 years with the largest laser tag playground in the region, a giant lunch buffet, and they deliver. Call now at 701-852-1700 for Planet Pizza in Minot. We have a second game coming up later on, the boys' half of this doubleheader between St. Mary's and Century. The Patriots, who were the number one, or sorry, they still are the number one team. They were the undefeated team in Division AA boys basketball until last week, Friday, when they went on the road to Legacy and fell short. And that was right after a rough game against Minot North earlier in the week. So we'll see what Darren Mattern's team can do in a rebound effort today against the Saints.
Yeah, see if they can get refocused here and get back into their winning ways. They got some tough tests ahead too tonight, obviously, and then big test next week against Bismarck High as well. So, and I think they got somebody in between there too. Minot High, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So definitely some tough tests ahead for them, and they need to start getting back in those winning ways.
St. Mary's turnover will give the ball back to Century. The Lady Patriots, they seem to be kind of going the opposite way, getting better with each game. 6 consecutive wins. They're 15-3, starting out the season really strong. A couple of those losses to top teams in the region, Minot and Mandan, and then that upset loss to Jamestown. That's their only 3 defeats on the season. Messer the steal, looking to score, ends up short, and now Foslin going to get it out to Kaylee Wellstead. Left-handed finish is good.
Yeah, good play there, Foslin to Wellstead. They got to get back on defense as fast as they can. They had good numbers. Can they get back? Good job there by Klempel, just kind of shutting that whole play down and guarding multiple players. Century's turned into a kind of a transition team. It's something that we haven't seen a lot in the last 2 years. They're kind of with to slow it down, playing the half court. But Wellstead's kind of bringing a new edge to them, getting the ball down the floor.
It really is kind of that nice in-between. It's not a Minot High. It's not a Mandan.
No.
It's just a Century brand of basketball right now.
Yeah, for sure. And they're really only doing it on misses. They're not pressing. They're not trying to cause a bunch of chaos. But if you're gonna take long shots and not have a chance to get those rebounds, they're gonna bring it down the floor on you. And they trust almost all 5 girls to shoot, to bring it down and get them into their offense. Messer's turning into a pretty good little basketball game tonight. She's got 16 already. Obviously, you've talked about how she, had really struggled the first time against the Patriots, and this time nothing's changed except she's just playing a lot better and more aggressive.
Gallick going to get up and throw this pass to Journey Okrep off the steal. 2 free throws for Journey. On the fast break, Tegan Schmidt going to get called for that foul.
Yeah, nice take there from Okrep. Just good hustle at the top of the key from Gallick. Getting the ball, finding an open player, not turning it over, not traveling, not throwing it over and back. Nothing crazy, just got it up the floor. And they found Okrep running the lane.
Well, it went into the Jerome's Collision halftime report with an 18-point lead for Century. Only just now, St. Mary's has gotten this down to 17. They really haven't made a dent at all in this deficit on the road.
It's going to come down to the defensive end. You can score all you want, but you got to be able to get some stops, especially when you're trailing in a big game.
Travel called against Addie Weigel.
No post presence really for the Saints right now. Do you think the Patriots can figure out a way to get the ball maybe inside to Foslin or Klempel or somebody down in the low block?
Messer, again, just working with Okrep to try and get open, but Century has not one but 2 players following her everywhere on the floor.
That's a nice little set. She's done a really good job of reading that screen, curling when she needs to curl, popping when she needs to pop.
Klempel goes back to that move, just getting people out of the way.
Yeah, Klempel, we just called it. Will they go into the post to her with no Ettinger out there? And she's just so good kind of with that off arm. She doesn't quite push off, but she definitely uses it to get herself just a little bit of space and to keep the contact off of her block shot. And just a very veteran savvy move there from Klempel.
Yeah, she had the 5'4" guard, Rachel Schumacher, on her on that possession.
And if she extends that arm, she's going to get called for it, but it's just kind of there to protect herself, give herself a little bit of a cushion. It's just really good basketball, to be honest.
Another takeaway from the Century Patriots. Wellstead was stopped by Okrep. Loose ball picked up by Gallick. 2-on-2. It's Schumacher. The turnaround shot left it very short.
Awesome defense from Johnson. Just getting back and getting in the way. Like she just got back there. She didn't try to steal the ball. She didn't try to do anything crazy. She just got her hands up, got out in big wingspan, and just got in the way of the transition break for the Saints.
Wellstead going to turn around, see Gallick. Too much room there, and a 3 for Kaylee Wellstead.
Yeah, Kaylee, I think Kaylee and a couple people wanted a little extra push off there on the box out, but Kaylee able to knock that ball down just on a straight turnaround pivot, face up knockdown. Just a really veteran play for a very young lady.
The lead is back to above 20 for Century as we watch this last 3 on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay reel. Maybe.
Did she have landing zone or no?
I think she had landed. I don't know. Maybe we got to look at that a third time.
I took my eyes off it. I was so impressed with the face-up knockdown 3 that I didn't watch the follow-through.
To be impressed by that block from Matea Messer. Maya Jones, way too strong there.
Getting a little ragtaggy right now. St. Mary's needs to just get back. They get those steals. They got to figure out a way to get to the glass or just run that half-court set and find Messer in some sort of a short curl.
Klimpel will go right past Jones. Messer on the help, trying to block the shot, but it ends up being an and one.
Yeah, no Ettinger in there, and they just go back-to-back, or not back-to-back, but 2 straight times in there. Get the ball to Klimpel. She faces up, finds some space, and able to use that just veteran experience, the good footwork to get herself all the way to the rim.
Both these teams have been so efficient today at the Serve Pro free throw line.
And it feels like, St. Mary's is playing better. They're getting a little bit more offense out of some girls that just have not been able to get a stop yet. And that's why this lead is stretched out to 25 now. Or 24, excuse me.
3 new Saints in the game after that dead ball. Schmidt, Mesa Jones, and Ettinger. Messer will give it up to Ettinger. Didn't catch it cleanly, and now in the lane, Schumacher. St. Mary's really wanted a foul call. Coach Terry still really wants that foul call. Johnson will shoot the 3 for Century.
Yeah, Coach Terry was pretty animated on that one. He wanted that foul call. Don't blame him.
There was a bench warning on St. Mary's coaching staff a minute and 12 seconds into the game.
Real early.
That's felt like how this game has gone for St. Mary's. Just wasn't there from the start, and you get behind this Century team, it's hard to come back. 61-37, Patriots lead with 10 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah. Now it's just one of those moments. If you're the Patriots, just play good defense in the half court. Keep getting good shots. You're getting a lot of things from a lot of people out there. Just keep it up.
Ettinger standing in the middle with a hand up, but everything's around the three-point line for the Saints. Offensive rebound by Schumacher. Mesa Jones lobs it up for Ettinger off the face. And tracked down by Bella Martell of Century.
Going a little bit deeper into the bench here. Thornton get another one.
Sets up on the wing. Nice pass and catch from Weigel.
There you go, young lady. She's got 3 threes on the game now, 11 points. Starting to heat up a little bit. She is extremely talented, and love to see her start getting some extra scoring. She's had some good games this year. I don't want to say like this whole year hasn't been what we expected. She averages 10 points a game, which is very good for a 9th grader. But she does have that high power, high octane game that, if she starts getting hot from behind the arc, watch out, because she can not only shoot that, but she can take it off the bounce as well.
5 minutes remaining in the second half. First game of this WDA doubleheader on the PSP network. Gallick down the left side of the lane. She will be going to the Serve Pro free throw line. Not before we
really like her energy. Would have loved to see her be able to play the whole first half there. They just needed her energy to guard, Wellstead and to guard Foslin and some of these other players out there, but she's brought the energy here in the second half.
I want to thank another one of our sponsors on the PSP network, Val Cycler, locally owned and operated in downtown Minot since 1960. A full line of e-bikes that they service in their shop. Find them Minot, North Dakota.
Good free throw shooting today. This is impressive. We've seen quite a few free throws. That's 7.
18 and 19?
We're over 30 free throws in the game, and we've only seen 3 misses. So just really good free throw shooting from both teams.
Steal by Gallick.
Yeah, nice play from Gallick. Really doing a good job of bringing the energy in the second half and just making those hustle plays.
Part of that sophomore class that also features Maya Jones and Rachel Schumacher, plus Maggie Kralik, who has seen for St. Mary's in that rotation a couple times this season, just not tonight.
Abby Foslin settling her team down there, getting the ball at the top of the key, driving it right to the rack.
Ettinger fading to the baseline, scores.
Really like that take from her. Caught it high, kept it high, didn't waste any dribbles, didn't waste any steps. Went right to the rim and used her size to score that one easily.
Long 3 from Thornton off the front of the rim.
Bit of a heat check there, see if she can make her fourth.
Unfortunate. Well, they saved it, though. Ettinger tried to give it to Jones. It was just a handoff that bounced all the way out of the gym.
Yeah, good hustle from Jones there, getting the ball and then taking the rack attack all the way to the other end for her first field goal of the game.
Scoring off a badly broken play there were the St. Mary's Saints.
Draw that one up again, I dare you.
Saints team that each of the last 2 years has gone all the way to the state qualifier games of the WDA tournament. This year likely will have to go through the play-in game to even get to the event center.
Good hustle there for that rebound.
Foslin turns back to the left there in the lane with some space.
Yeah, her shooting percentage today has to be like 80%. I don't remember her really even missing right now. She's knocked down 7 field goals. She's 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Just extremely efficient basketball game for her.
The senior, one of 3 in the class on this senior day for the Century Patriots basketball teams.
She's won a lot of basketball games in her career.
71 to be exact.
You have the stat. That's why you're the Professor Owen right there.
That was some quick arithmetic.
Yeah, she's been good. And she's been an important factor in all those teams where they're coming off the bench or starting. Always have had her fingerprints on the game.
Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show on the way. I have an interview with our Sport Clips MVP, named the Magic City. Actually, now that we're in Bismarck, it's called the Spas Etc.
Spas Etc.
Move of the game. Got to remember where I'm at.
Good take from Klimpel again.
And scores over Ettinger.
She's so good at that face-up move, getting some space, creating some space, sweeping the ball through, nice and low. You know, she uses her lack of size as an advantage there and drives the basketball.
Messer quickly to the hoop.
Basketball number 1, Matea Messer.
Give her credit. She's played hard tonight. 18 points tonight for her. She's played a really good basketball game.
Left Foslin in the corner to play some help defense. Just a little bit too late to get back.
Yeah, Abby now has 12 in the first half, 12 in the second half for 24. She's having a very efficient night of basketball. And a steal.
Gonna try and take this 1-on-2. And is stopped by Okrup. Messer's fouled along the sideline. That's going to go against the freshman Thornton.
See a few subs here for Century. We're going to see Wolf checking in. A little deeper into their bench here. Keep some legs for maybe later this week against Minot. Make sure you're fresh.
And Friday on the road against the current #1 team in Division AA, who will be coming off of a loss they suffered today in Mandan. You catch that game on the PSP network.
Good find there.
Jenna Walzer with the left-handed shot. Wallstead to Foslin, almost went off the ear there of Lakin Wolf. Got to get out of the way.
Good eye fake from Lakin. Good look from Lakin there. Good job of just giving a little head and shoulder fake for the shot and got to her pull-up, just not able to get the fall.
We got a whistle, 4:34 to go, second half. Centrip 73-47 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The beauty of having the copy and paste schedules every single year in the WDA is that we basically get the same storylines every season. And it's shaping up the same way on the girls' side. Minot High is close to that #1 spot. They got to win some big games. Century and Mandan, just like last year, playing better basketball as February wears on.
And Bismarck Century and Bismarck High and Century next week, too, on the boys' side. It's been pretty much them and Minot as well. Messer gets her 20th bucket of the night. With that one, I don't know if you've polled the coaches very often because I think the high school coaches are getting a little tired of the rinse-repeat schedule. I think we might see some changes coming in the near future, but I know they all don't love it.
I've only been, this is only my second year commentating WDA basketball, and it's kind of getting old already.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and they kind of play the same teams in the same order too, and so there's a few folks that would like to roll the dice and shuffle it up a little bit because it seems like it's kind of the same thing, and obviously it is. So.
Why don't we get Bismarck High versus Century to start the season instead of end the season?
December, let's do it.
Basketball #1.
Messer now with another bucket. She's got 11 in both halves, 22 for the game. She's really been good tonight. She's getting hawked out there. She's got a lot of people paying attention to her, and she's still able to make plays.
Johnson misses the three, but an offensive rebound by Olivia Klimpel of Century. Pass was deflected. Maya Jones.
No quit in this Saints team, able to cut it down to 16.
Around Kaylee Wellstead.
Maya Jones
leads at 16. It was almost up to 30. Oh, I'm sorry. It's up to 20. I don't know where I was doing my math, but this thing was almost to 30 a little bit ago, and my math was I was looking at the wrong direction, but good play there from Jones.
This time, Klimpel won't get away with that elbow.
No, stretch that one out just a little too much.
Remember, this is a St. Mary's team coming off of really one of their biggest wins of the season at Williston. 61-58. The Coyotes, one of those teams that St. Mary's is going to have to pick off to move up these West Region standings. However, it might just be a little bit too late now for the Saints with today's loss. They have Dickinson and Mandan to finish the season.
Jones again. Rack attack.
But a miss. Currently, St. Mary's set up to play the number 10 seed in the play-in game, which would be the Dickinson Mavericks. Dickinson hanging tough with Bismarck High tonight. Another good find. Patriots always able to find their targets, but Wellstead just off target on the three. Schumacher, fast break finish.
Yeah, good take there. Good way to get it up the floor. Find the open player, Schumacher, and easy bucket in transition.
A travel there against Wellstead. Wanted to pass it one way, had to go the other way, and turns it over to the Saints in the backcourt.
Coach Wellstead just wants to get out of this game right now without any more damage being done. He tried to get his subs in there. That kind of got cut into, made him a little nervous. Now turnover with his starters back in. Just wants to get out of here.
And now just a reach and foul against Fosland. Fosland part of that three-player senior class for Century this season that also includes Addie Weigel and Allison Volk. Just added up 71 career wins for that group since their freshman season. Of course, this year Volk having to miss most of the year with that leg injury. Did play quite a part in last season's success late in the year for Century. And we've seen the contributions of both Fosland and Weigel tonight. Wellstead. Help defense is there, leaves Fosland wide open for three.
Bang.
How about one more to wrap up this senior day?
Yeah, her third three of the second half, 27 points now. 27 points. The gentleman next to me is telling me who my MVP is without even asking. He's already got it down. He knows where it's going.
Yeah. Joe's going to speak with that mystery Sport Clips MVP of the game once this one goes final. Still a minute 40 left for that Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show.
Good possession here for Century. Just run some clock, finish with a bucket.
Wellstead catches there, but is blocked by Ettinger. How about one more late Ryan Family Dealerships replay?
Yeah, good defense there from Ettinger. Just getting that block shot, making a play. We are going to see Miss Volk into the game.
Now they already brought in Alexa Johnson. She was a junior. Now Allison Volk to a loud round of applause and even some standing ovations in this Olsen Gymnasium crowd. She's back on the floor. And Century's going to call a timeout.
I think they have an end out here, so I think they're going to get Allison one more bucket here on senior night.
This timeout brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. Locations in North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Find them online at FIBT.com. Also, a thank you goes out to the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7 and on Saturdays from 8:30 to 3. All your packing and shipping needs in the Marketplace Foods Plaza, go to the UPS store in Minot. Well, Minot High's win streak is gone at 18 games. Century is at 6, and again, Horace, they just lost to Wayzata of Minnesota, so the longest winning streak in the state. Just got to do a little bit more research here. It does belong to the Davies Eagles out east. Davies has won 9 straight, but they play Horace tonight, so that could be in question as Century extends their win streak to 7.
Oh, she's going for the 3.
Hey! Just like old times for Allison Volk.
I thought for sure it was just going to be a wide open layup, but they're going to give Allison the 3 ball, and she cast it in. Hey, you never know. State championship game, just put her in the corner to see if she can make one.
And leaves the floor to one more standing ovation here at Century. Unbelievable. One more time on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay reel as we go to break. Minute 13 to go in the ball game. Allison Volk from downtown.
On Tracker, we know the most precious memories are those spent together. From sharing the joys of fishing to watching the grandkids wipe out on a tube. Spending the day just relaxing with your significant other or laughing away the evening with your friends. These are the moments you'll remember forever. and they're all made possible by Suntracker.
Find the full lineup at Swenson RV and Marine in Minot and Bismarck or online, swensonrv.com.
Now just a minute and change here in the second half of our first game of 2 on the PSP Network tonight from Century High School in Bismarck. Patriots leading 79-55. Mesa Jones, the 8th grader, and one for St. Mary's.
Nice take there from Mesa, getting all the way to the rim, getting the and one layup. See if she can knock down the free throw to complete the three-point play.
Mid-season call-up to the varsity roster was Mesa. They came up to Minot High earlier in the year, kind of as she was brought up to that varsity roster, and Mom runs up and says, "Number 12 is going to be Mesa now." She's not on the roster yet, but just know she's getting in the game.
That's awesome. Daughter of Joe Jones, granddaughter of Ray Boom Boom Jones, the UND legend, reffing and teaching, coaching legend in the state of North Dakota. I use the word legend very loosely, but everybody knows Ray.
Final 30 seconds. Century's going to put up one more shot, likely with most of their bench in the game. Lake and Wolf on the court with Bella Martell, Christina Merchant, and Alexa Johnson, as they're going to take a shot clock violation instead. Lake and Johnson also out there for the Patriots, as the win streak will continue for Century. Just mentioned it, Fargo Davies has the longest winning streak in Division AA basketball. And they play Horace tonight, the #1 team from the East. So by the end of the night, Century could have that longest winning streak in North Dakota's highest class of girls basketball. But right now they are concerned with their next task, and that is the Minot High Majets on Friday. Minot upset tonight by Mandan, and the Patriots continue to just play better and better basketball as this season goes along. A foul will be called. We still have to just count down these final 6 seconds, but in the meantime, 2 free throws for Finley Schmidt. Miss on the first attempt for Schmidt. St. Mary's so good at the Serve Pro free throw line today. They had started out 18 for their first 20. But that won't help them to an upset win today. Last chance, it'll be from Ettinger. Count it. 2 more for the 8th grader, and this one has gone final. Century 79, St. Mary's 59. Our planning team, financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show comes up next to the PSP Network.
Is proudly brought to you by
For us to start off our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show. Joe Cattell found the entire senior class.
Well, Coach Wellstead declined his interview today. He wanted to give it to his 3 seniors. So we did some quick math up there. 71 wins you guys have in your high school career. Talk a little bit about that. That's got to be pretty impressive. You guys know it was that many?
No, I did not. I didn't either, no. I didn't either.
So this is obviously your guys' last home game tonight. You guys played very well. What was it like? What was your biggest memory in this gym over your last 4 years here?
I mean, just playing with these girls, especially this year, it's just special to be on the court, especially tonight. Last time. I think just the whole program as a whole has been really special for all of us. Every single person that has come through this program with me has been really special, and just the relationships I've gotten to build and the lessons I've gotten to learn, and just the people I've got to meet have been really special, and that's something that I'll always cherish. Yeah, it wasn't even the game, so it was just practice and being with my girls every single day.
And then I got to ask, we're in the state championship game. We're going to close our eyes. Coach calls the timeout and draws up a play. Is there any chance you're going to go stand in that corner and go 1 for 1 again with 5 seconds left?
Probably not.
No? Are you getting her in the game?
I trust her to shoot it all day. She's got it. I think she's got it.
She's got it. Awesome. Well, congrats, girls, on a great career. Lots to play for. Mandan won tonight, so lots to play for you guys. Your next battle on Friday night.
Thank you.
Awesome. Great job. Back to you, Ovi.
All right, thank you, Joe. I'm with Abby. I got the confidence that Allison Volk's going to hit that 3 in the state championship, standing in the corner. She did it today, and that senior class of Foslin, Weigel, and Volk, your Sport Clip MVPs of today's matchup. We'll resume our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show next on the PSP Network. 79-59, Patriots winning at home.
Need help fast. At ServPro, we're on the road within the hour, ready to restore what matters most. Our certified technicians arrive prepared, backed with decades of experience and advanced tools to handle any challenge. Inside, our team gets to work, quickly assessing the damage and getting straight to work. So you can breathe easy, knowing trained professionals are here when it matters most. Call ServPro in Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
Craving something real? Fuel your day with goodness that tastes as amazing as it feels. At Blissful Bee Juicery, we serve fresh, cold-pressed juice and smoothies, nature's best in every sip. Nourish yourself with our vibrant acai bowls with fresh fruit and granola, power bowls, protein balls, hummus, parfaits, and carrot cake. Blissful Bee Juicery. Pure, simple, blissful. Now in 2 locations on North and South Broadway.
Welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show on the PSP Network. Shots Crossroads is your post-game headquarters. Get filled up on the delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. And Planning Team Financial Advisors, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, Century picks up the win in Game 1 of this WDA doubleheader, 79-59 over the St. Mary's Saints. They sweep the season series over the Saints. That win in late January over at Tony Wald Court was 72-49. A few more points today, but Century able to get it done and pick up their 7th consecutive win of this season. We'll wait for Joe to finish up tallying the numbers before we get into the box score today, but just the implications this game has on the rest of the season. Century picks up a win today, Minot High lost, so it's all still intact for Century to try and get that number 1 seed. The very important game, of course, will be Friday night in Minot, a must-win game for the Patriots to try and still snag that number 1 seed and regular season championship from the previously unbeaten Minot Jets. All right, Joe, let's take a look at those final game numbers from a 79-59 Patriots win.
Yeah, the Saints fall by 20 tonight. They had 7 players in the scoring column, led by Matea Messers, 22 points, 11 in the first and 11 in the second. Lily Ettinger adds 13 tonight. Lily was fantastic also from the free throw line, knocking down 7 of her 8 free throws. They got 8 points out of Journey Okrop, 4 points out of Stella Gallick. Jones had 5 points, and then her sister Mesa Jones with 2. And I missed one in there. Schmidt knocked down a 3-pointer in the first half as well for a total, was it 58, 78? Is that right?
79, 59.
59, sorry. I was downstairs for the last couple buckets. For the Century Patriots, they had 7 girls score tonight. They were led tonight in scoring from Foslin's. Oh, I forgot to add these ones up. There's a lot over here. 27 points for Abby Foslin. What a fantastic night for her. They got 17 points out of Miss Wellstead, 13 points out of Klimple, 2 points out of Weigel, 11 points from Kinley Thornton, 6 points, all made 3-pointers in the first half from Johnson. And at the end of the game, they got a very special 3 there from senior Allison Volk, knocking down a 3-pointer. Had a knee injury earlier this season, subbed in for about 5 seconds, and she was 1 for 1 in 5 seconds in that basketball game. So nice night for her. Again, for the Patriots, they knocked down 12 of their 13 free throws, and it looks like tonight they were pretty good from behind the arc as well, knocking down 11 3-pointers.
That'll do it for a Century win by 20 points over St. Mary's to improve their overall record to 16-3, 13-3 in conference play. Let's hand out some awards in this post-game show, starting with our Sport Clips MVPs of the game. I think it was a wise decision from Coach Wellstead to turn that interview. That was a good talk with the 3 seniors for Century. They didn't know they had 71 wins because now they've got 72.
Oh, they do. We lied to them.
After tonight.
Yeah,
so
we lied to them.
Maybe they were just concerned about the 1-0 thing every time.
Yeah, no doubt.
For the Patriots. But what a job once again from those 3, carrying on the tradition of Century Patriots winning girls basketball.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been so special. They've been a special group of seniors, and the girls that have came before them has really built a program here, and they just keep carrying it on. And now they got another group of 9th graders and young girls that will have to take that helm or take the reins from them as they graduate, but not yet. Still about 2, 3, 4 weeks left of hoops. Before that baton has to be passed. So congrats to them on winning their last home game, getting 72 career wins in high school is pretty special, and obviously a big night for Abby Foslin, having 27 points, really showing up in her last home game here at Century.
And one of those seniors going to be part of our Spas Etc. move of the game today, and that would be Allison Volk. You get one shot, you got to make it. That was from almost NBA range too. Absolutely drains the 3. A standing ovation for the senior, out for most of the season with a knee injury. One more time, their Spas Etc. move of the game, Allison Volk from downtown. Well, that does it for our planning team, financial advisors. Shots Crossroads post-game show. Century picks up the win to start the doubleheader, 79-59 over St. Mary's. The boys' half of this doubleheader comes up next with the Valvoline and Oil Change pregame show.
We started with small beginnings, and just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. PNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Sometimes life gets messy and accidents happen. So when life gets messy, Serve Pro's ready. Call Serve Pro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
Time for Game 2 of today's WDA basketball doubleheader on the PSP Network. It features the #1 team in the state, still atop the rankings despite their first loss of the season to wrap up last weekend's action. Hosting the St. Mary Saints, hobbled but still capable of an upset tonight at Olson Gymnasium. We start, of course, with a valve maintenance and oil change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed to stay in your car. Drive through oil change service locations in Bismarck and Minot. Find out more of what they can do online at VIOC.com. The shock to end last week, really the first upset of the year in WDA boys basketball. It has taken this long for something interesting, I feel like, to happen. Century, though, on the wrong side of it as they lose to Legacy. But now the Century team, they get tested by bringing it back this weekend, St. Mary's and Minot High.
Yeah, the only other close one maybe is like St. Mary's going out and beating Dickinson. You know, that was close, but we're talking the 7-4, 7-3 type of thing. Like, for someone to beat Bismarck High and Century other than themselves was definitely the biggest upset of the year. And this game could really, this game is a David Goliath. I said it earlier today. I said it yesterday once. Like, this feels like that. However, St. Mary's does have good basketball players. The Terry kid's really playing well. Barth is a very prominent player in this league. Everybody knows him. Everybody has to worry about him. Kurzman kid has done some nice things off the bench for them, the freshman. And then also, the Hertz Barnett and Xander and some other pieces just need to step up for them tonight in order to make a play here. But they obviously are out betting. We all watched Armstrong go down a couple weeks ago. So they have a big road and big challenge ahead of them here. But you never know. Are they on track? North just about did it to Century last week. Had them on the ropes in the first half, and were able to stay into that game until Century kind of woke up a little bit. And can St. Mary's do the same?
Yeah, obviously Century coming off a tough loss. Their only loss, maybe an even tougher pill to swallow, was what happened to St. Mary's to end last week in Williston. St. Mary's had a 70-67 lead with 22 seconds to go.
And the ball.
Just shoot your free throws, win the game, but they missed the free throws. They get a foul in the backcourt, puts Williston at the line. Then they throw the inbounds pass away. Williston steals it. Go-ahead layup, and St. Mary's unable to get a shot up at the end. Joe, that is heartbreak at its finest right there in Williston. That's the Coyotes' first conference win of the year, 73-72.
You didn't even mention the worst part. Then you got to get on the bus and drive back to Williston.
Yeah, from Williston.
You don't even get to go home and lay in your bed and think about it. Like, you got to sit on that bus for 4 hours and think about how the last 30 seconds went, right? And so, that for good for Williston, obviously staying in the fight, competing all year. Giving themselves a chance to win. But, yeah, like you said, St. Mary's, without all these players, still playing hard, have a lead in Williston, need that win to maybe host the play-in game, give themselves – they haven't been in the WDA tournament in 3 years. Christian Benning has never played at the WDA tournament, and the player that he is. And if they can get to the WDA, they're hoping he can be back. He's kind of got some health things going on, not with his back or ankle this time. It's more other health things, but they think they can get him back if they can get an extra week. But, losing that game, and now you put yourself at risk now hosting that playing game.
Let's take a look at those Division AA standings on the boys' side, see where the Saints are slotted right now. Pretty safely in 7th place, but remember, they just lost to Williston, who has a chance to catch St. Mary's. Jamestown plays Minot North tonight, so the gap could close for St. Mary's to hold on to that play-in game hosting spot. These standings brought to you by the UPS store. But, of course, the other part of our focus goes to the top. Century and Bismarck High. Now with 1 loss each, they'll match up one more time. That will decide the #1 seed to wrap up the regular season. A lot of people saying, where I'm stationed on the PSP network, that Bismarck High is trending up while Century's trying to maybe bring it back.
Yeah, and kind of just treading water a little bit the way they've been playing. How talented their team is. I don't know if they're going backwards, but they're treading water. They haven't taken that next step out. The Kramer injury, they were able to survive that for a while, but now they're kind of still trying to figure out bench play and who's going to play and when they're going to play. It took them a few weeks to get into that rotation. I'm still not sure if they're comfortable with that. So they obviously have an extremely talented team. They haven't excelled going into the tournament like they would like. There's still a week to go with 3 monster games left. However, Bismarck High is playing really good basketball too. So next Tuesday is good for all the marbles, and it probably doesn't matter too much if you're 1 or 2, but it just kind of avoids Dickinson, which is kind of that one real scary team, the other scary team in the West.
And a matchup to note tonight, Minot and Mandan battling for the 5 and 6 seed. The Magicians have that 2-game lead over the Braves, but Minot still has Century on the schedule. Again, those standings delivered to you by the UPS store. How about the rankings on the boys' side this time? Century, they do lose. Again, these came out after that game against Legacy, but the voters pretty much split 10-6. And Century is still that #1 team.
They still have that head-to-head wins.
Yes.
That's the kicker.
And then there's kind of a gap. You introduced the East teams, Horace and Davies. They play tonight. And then Dickinson is back. They've just been swapping with West Fargo each of the past couple weeks, and Legacy also receiving votes. Really nothing new there on the boys' side, just some results to find out as this season concludes.
Those 7 have been pretty solid for a long time. I think that 8th team is the question mark, and then obviously when tournament time comes around, there's the play-in games that got to be won in order to get there, and so the Legacy and the Dickinson, and will it be Minot or Mandan or St. Mary's or Jamestown, who knows, right? And then the East is a little bit more wide open when you get into that 4, 5, 6 area. So should be a really interesting, just way it all plays out. It never plays out the way it's supposed to, and we all know that. So just kind of going to be an interesting way to down. But those top 5, even those top 7, have been pretty consistent all year long.
The rankings brought to you by AE Construction Management. AE Construction Management, they also help us out with PSP Primetime every Wednesday. Check out this week's edition, 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night from the PSP Network headquarters. Our 3 guests coming from Division A and Division B. South Prairie Max girls basketball head coach Corey McIver. They played 1 game, decided by less than 20 points in the last month. The Royals are on absolute fire. Then you've got the 2 players representing Division B's District 6, Addie Nesham of Berthold, who just crossed 2,000 career points during that district tournament, and Emma Jones, who beat Nesham's Berthold Bombers in the district championship game. She also has 2,000 career points to her name in an illustrious prep basketball career for the Glenburn Panthers. That's coming up Wednesday night at 7:30. Still coming up here from Century, the Patriots and Saints. The Senior Day celebrations going on here at Olson Gymnasium as our pregame show continues after this commercial break.
Network Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. Congratulations to this week's nominees on Big Time Games. The votes are in, and this week's Player Performance of the Week belongs to... Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms, and watch for next week's Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. PSP Network, it's game day.
The Aggie Foundation is a 501c3. Our mission is to really help out the communities that allow us in for charitable gaming.
We are so thankful for Aggie Foundation for giving us the $2,500.
I can't thank the Aggie Foundation enough
for what they've done.
Aggie Foundation has been just a great partner for our community.
Some of these programs wouldn't be able to continue on without funding from programs like this.
We're always looking for new partners, new communities to be in. If we can make an impact in that community, we will.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Your day with goodness that tastes as amazing as it feels. At Blissful Bee Juicery, we serve fresh, cold-pressed juice and smoothies, nature's best in every sip. Nourish yourself with our vibrant acai bowls with fresh fruit and granola, power bowls, protein balls, hummus, parfaits, and carrot cake. Blissful Bee Juicery. Pure, simple, blissful. Now in 2 locations on North and South Broadway.
Made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store. It could be the quality of the Arco fuel, the great selection of snacks, drinks, and convenience items, the amazing touchless car wash, including their monthly car wash club, the clean restrooms, or the free air. Most of all, it's the warm, friendly customer service. See for yourself at Dakota Square Arco, 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in Minot.
Back to the Valvoline Oil Change pregame show. Getting you set for St. Mary's and Century. Just went through that entire senior class for the Patriots. We'll talk a lot about them as the day goes on. Now, Joe, a lot of their bios that just got read out, future plans include playing sports in the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference. I follow a lot of NSIC sports from Minot. Why is nobody coming up to play for us in the Beavers? I'm going to be saying all these Century Patriots from UMary and Northern and Moorhead, come on now.
Yeah, no, I remember I coaching at Mary. It was always a battle to get a Minot guy. I got one of them to come down to me, and it was always a battle to get those guys up there. And probably the one that got away before I even got to Mary was the Rudolph kid, who's a Hall of Famer now already at Minot and MVP of the league. And yeah, it's a lot of good talent on this side, but sometimes it's tough to get people away from mom. It's a lot harder than you think. And you guys got Kemple up there now and Parker Falcon. So you guys did a good job last year getting guys up there. It's time for some other people to get some Bismarck kids out.
Yeah, there's already plenty of Century in the NSIC. Only this class will add to it at the Division II level. Great to see coming out of Century. And St. Mary's, Matea Messer as well, going to Southwest Minnesota coming up next winter. Let's take a look now at our keys to the game for this matchup, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Tell you what, St. Mary's, they lost one of their big pieces now for the 10th game of the season, Christian Benning, but as they try and find some answers and just keeping the offense intact, keeping the ball on their side, everything seems to run through Trace and Terry at the moment.
Yeah, and he's going to have a battle tonight. Darren Mattern's pretty much known for taking out the other team's best players. Just ask Christian Benning the last 3 years playing against this Century Patriots team. He's going to learn a lot of lessons tonight. There's going to be a lot of different bodies running at him. He's going to see longer, bigger guys. He's going to see switches on ball screens. So it's going to be a valuable game for him to build his career and to build his resume. But they definitely still have to go through him. They definitely have to play through him, play through Barth, slow the tempo down, try to keep this thing in the 50s and 60s like Legacy did last week and give themselves a chance. Don't get out in a track meet with Century. Don't let them run down the floor on you. and you also don't want to speed yourself up too much that you make costly mistakes.
For Century last week kind of seemed like the alarm clock of the season. The close game to Minot North, they were up by 2 at half. The starters had to sit for basically that entire half. They come out swinging and beat the Sentinels, and you lose to Legacy. But right now it's just about the Patriots getting back to it, close out the regular season with 3 really nice performances.
Yeah, they've really slowed their tempo down. They're playing a lot of low-scoring games. They're kind of in the 60s and low 70s. They haven't really released the hounds, so to speak. They played really well against Dickinson. They made a lot of shots there, but it'll be interesting to see tonight if they play a little freer or if they are still trying to come down and run a lot of things. This team is built different. They have a lot of talent, a lot of athletes, and they feel like I feel like right now they're just like waiting until tournament time, and that's just not the right mentality. They got to kind of step on the gas a little bit and start passing people so they can feel confident going into the Bismarck Civic Center in a couple weeks.
Keys to the game brought to you by Northern Plains Heating Air. There's no other choice to seal your heating or game than Northern Plains. Call Dylan today at 222-2155. Make sure your furnace is ready for the winter months ahead. New installation, upgrades, and all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155. Another look at this week on the PSP Network. 4 broadcasts around the Western Dakota Association tonight. The one in Mandan almost coming to a conclusion with the Braves looking for the sweep of Minot High. Who saw that coming today? Bismarck is in Dickinson. Close game in the first of that doubleheader. Should be always exciting second game of the doubleheader in the Queen City. Jamestown and Minot North. The Blue Jays picked up a giant win over Minot North on the girls' side earlier today. But to wrap up the week, WDA hockey from the VFW Arena here in Bismarck. Every single game of that tournament for you on PSP Plus. Get your single day tournament pass or the Premier Pass right now at psp.network. Next week, you on any of those Division B tournaments next week?
I'm in Washburn. I get Washburn boys. Is that next week? Is that what you said?
It's still a ways away.
No, I'm a week away still. So
I think it's that like Friday.
Yeah, I think it's Friday, Saturday. I got those two. So. No, I got Bismarck Century Bismarck High on Tuesday night. So I got that one with Scotty. So we're gonna call that one the best to our ability. We'll see if Scott can get his mouth loose enough to keep up pace with Bismarck High and Century that night.
I'll have all 8 games of the Division B Region 3 girls basketball tournament from the Minot Auditorium. Should be a fun one. Of course, the headliners Glenburn and Berthold, but also Kenmare Bowbells. They have won over 20 district titles in their history, and another one at the Well in Williston just last week against Tioga.
Coach Zimmer's done a great job up there.
It's not about what they do in December, which is play a tough schedule. It's about what they do in February, and the Honkers are near unbeatable in that month of the year. Tip-off is right around the corner between Century and St. Mary's. This has been the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network.
Contracting builds more than structures. They build confidence. Your trusted partner in commercial construction across North Dakota, they handle everything from planning to final delivery. Whether it's steel, industrial, or retail, AECM builds with precision and safety. Their hands-on approach keeps your project on time and on budget. Build better with AECM. Call Tim at 701-818-0099 or visit aeconstructionmanagement.com.
Engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Tracker, we know the most precious memories are those spent together. From sharing the joys of fishing to watching the grandkids wipe out on a tube, spending the day just relaxing with your significant other, or laughing away the evening with your friends. These are the moments you'll remember forever, and they're all made possible by SunTracker.
Find the full lineup at Swenson RV and Marine in Minot and Bismarck or online, swensonrv.com.
It's on the schedule every week.
We try to make your first experience the best experience. It's not only for your body, but it's for your mental health as well.
They really care about their clientele. What is too high a price for physical independence and for good health?
If you've been thinking about doing personal training or joining a gym for that matter, just go and do it and get started.
Whether you're 20, 30, 40, 70, whether you're trying to build muscle, lose weight, doesn't matter.
For senior, number 52, Joey Rowland.
Our meeting the Century Patriots here on their home floor, senior day for the Patriots. They'll start the 4 seniors plus Gibson Kinnebrew. They just honored him as he picked up his 1,000th career point in that legacy game.
I was shocked. They said that's only 8th Century Patriot to ever get that. Like that feels like there'd be more with all the history of Century, but
now here's what I've been saying since we have a 1,000 point score every night in the state. I think we only really started counting recently. Everybody just said, I scored.
If you look in the Hoopster book, though, there's still old guys that got all those records. So and they didn't have 3-point lines. So I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you.
The Steve Blems of the world.
Yeah, the Steve Blems of the world without a 3-point line. So I don't know if I believe you or not. I don't know. I just don't know.
Maybe not everybody was counting way back then.
Maybe only seniors could play at Class A back in the day. I don't know.
Gibby Kinnebrew wins the tip-off for Century, and we're underway with WDA boys basketball on the PSP Network. St. Mary's in the blue, Century in the white. Kinnebrew gets that pass from Garrett Nisley and scores the first 2 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, good job of just spreading the Saints out that time and then figuring out a way to get a back cut for Kinnebrew. Nice little set play there for Coach Marin to start this game.
Kinnebrew, Kralik, Nisley, Aldinger, and Xavion Haroldstad, the starting 5 for head coach Darren Mattard.
Harrison's going to start with the assignment on Terry.
Terry has been one of the best scorers in the last couple of weeks of anybody in the WDA. A steal there as Kralik shuts down Jackson Borth. Pushes the tempo here to Aldinger. Back it goes to Haroldstad. Extra pass, Nisley right on the line. 3's good.
Yeah, good play there. Just I like when these guys are in transition. They're so talented. Joey gets the rebound or gets the steal, brings it all the way up the floor, and they can just get right into their offense. They have that opportunity to really explode with a lot of points if they just get running a little bit.
Terry, Zander, Barth, Hertz, Barnett, and Mueller, the starting 5 for BJ Etzold. Still dealing with a couple injuries. 2 of their starters out for most of this season. Keller, Hertz, Barnett has the first points.
Yeah, nice bucket there from Hertz Barnett. Just a big guard, big forward, taking advantage of some of the injuries, getting a lot more playing time, and they need him to figure out a way to get the ball in the bucket a few times.
Yeah, it really was their 6th man to start the year, has elevated up to a big-time player and the starting spot for Coach Etzold. Haroldstad now on the drive, finds Kralik. Jumper from on the baseline is good. The Patriots are 3 for 3 on the offensive side.
And the ball's not sticky at all. When they move the ball like they're moving it right now, they're pretty hard to beat with all 5 weapons on the floor.
Trayson Terry, just the sophomore, basically picking up where Benning left with that injury earlier in the year and subsequent illness to end the season. Zander gets to the block. Fires it out to Jay Mueller, catches in the corner. Now Barth well outside the lane, working against Kralik, puts up a tough shot off the side of the glass. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Patriots.
Kralik's one of those guys that just can keep Barth out of the paint. His post-ups right now are about 10, 12 feet away from the hoop. He wants to get those deeper catches, and Kralik's just not letting him. 4 on the shot clock here, see if they can get a quick one off.
Hertz Barnett will put it up over Kinnebrew, kisses it off the window, and it's good. 4 points for KHB.
What a good play there. He knew Kinnebrew obviously is a leaper, but he was able to kind of get to the cream sky hook and use his length to get it over any contest Kinnebrew could bring.
Quick scoring start to this one. Patriots come up empty for the first time. Terry working against Aldinger now. Kralik gets in the mix and gets a steal. Nisley out and running past Barth. The fake, the float, but no points. Foul caught against the Patriots, Gibson Kinnebrew. Oh, no, sorry, that was against St. Mary's.
Yeah, they're calling on Kinnebrew. Yep, you're right. Referee needs to slow down on what way he's pointing there just so everybody knows what the call is, but That was on Gibson Kinnebrew for sure.
There's pressure. St. Mary's has been able to handle it. It's been turnovers in the front court, though, for the 7 and 11 St. Mary's Saints. Hertz Barnett from the logo. Looks inside for Barth Kralik. Defensive player of the game already.
Yeah, third steal of the game already for Kralik.
Kinnebrew, no look pass goes to the other team. Yeah. Xander runs the 3-on-2. Barth in the middle, got to slow down. He traveled.
Got it just a little early there. Shuffled his feet before he jump stopped. Good defense by Garrett Nestle, just getting back and stopping both the drive and the cut.
So first off the bench for St. Mary's is their freshman. They really like what he's supplied. Brady Kurzman. 3 points tonight off the bench, but he's got a calm presence as a freshman. However, made that mistake of fouling the Coyotes, giving up that lead late in the game on Friday in Williston. Haroldstad, hard pass to Nisley.
Good hustle on the floor. Oh boy.
Now Barth brings out the football side of himself.
No doubt.
Future college football player Xavier Haroldstad. That one's for the Turf guys.
Yeah, Hertz Barnett, good job defensively there. Just getting his hand on that ball. Kind of a little bit of a hot pass. I think Nisley was expecting a bounce pass, and the ball came just a little bit hot at his feet, and good job from the Saints getting that stop.
And now the press. St. Mary's got to break it. Kurzman walking it up. It's across the timeline. Haroldstad following Terry everywhere he goes. Still trying to work it with Barth. Can't hang on to it. Kinnebrew the steal. Looking for help. Now just going to take it himself to the rack. Score it.
That's such a smooth play there. He was at full speed, slowed down, let the defense slow down, and then he was able to explode faster than them.
He was sitting on Hertz Barnett when he shot that ball. That was from a chair.
Gibby Kinnebrew, he can do it all. He can jump in the air and make a basket, and he can also sit down on another player and make a basket from on the floor.
Foul is Haroldstad. Reach in on Terry. Let's watch this last shot again.
Yeah, this one's interesting.
This belongs in the Celebrity All-Star game.
That is not a jump shot. That is a sit shot right there. Got Wellstead into the game early for Haroldstad.
The 11-4 lead for the Century Patriots, number 1 ranked team in Division AA.
Wellstead's getting the assignment of Terry.
All the way out to the volleyball line. It's happened multiple times now for St. Mary's. Just trying to get downhill and they can't. Xander outside the 3-point line.
Down to 10 on the shot clock.
To the volleyball line again. 6 to shoot. Inside it goes. Kobe Wolbaum traveled. It's a turnover. Coach Etzel a little heated there. Thought maybe Century had the contact.
He wanted displacement on that one is the word he was using, and just saying that the defender was kind of riding him out of his spot, causing that turnover, but got to be able to hold that pivot foot a little bit better.
Helping us keep track of time and score is BNC National Bank. Find them online at bnc.bank, where their locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Alldinger for 3.
Yeah,
just casual.
He's been the one. He's really had to step up his game and his shooting since Cam Kramer went out, and he's done a really good job. That time just lines it up and knocks it down.
And speak of Kramer, he's been out there in warm-ups each of the last 3 games now for Century. When could we see him coming back?
Yeah, it'd be an interesting one. I know there's some debate whether he plays up in Minot or not. Maybe he plays tonight on senior night, or if they just wait to the WDA and use that first round of the WDA as kind of his warm-up game.
This Century defense has taken over. Kurzman has to put up a shot at the buzzer.
Definitely took last week personally, and they're coming out tonight with a little fire in their bellies.
14-4 lead for Century here at home against St. Mary's. They go right back to Kralik in that short corner. Steps back, looks inside for Nisley. And Wolbaum has the steal for the Saints. Loose ball, 4th steal for Kralik. Works past Hertz Barnett and scores it.
He's playing point guard. He's attacking the rim. He's doing just a little bit of everything right now. Nice play there from Joey Kralik for 4 points in the first half so far.
Timeout on the floor called by the Saints. Patriots running away with it early.
This page is in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Sometimes life gets messy, and accidents happen. Some days, even your best intentions turn into unexpected disasters. Other days, a little guesswork leads to a lot of cleanup. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Timeouts on the PSP Network brought to you by First International Bank and Trust, a full-service family-owned independent community bank built to the bond between their employees and customers. Find them online at FIBT.com. 11:45 to go first half. Century has grown a 12-point lead over the St. Mary's Saints. Here was just 3 games to go in the regular season.
A lot more energy tonight than they brought the other night, and you can just see that Coach Mattern got their attention this weekend, getting ready for this game.
Right on with our Northern Plains keys to the game. Again, late in the shot clock, Terry, that is not what he wanted to be his first shot of the night.
No, and it's about the closest thing he's gotten to a look, though, and I'm just really, really impressed right now with the Patriots in transition. They are looking to push the ball a little bit more and trying to get some easy buckets with this talented roster that they have.
They've blown this one wide open with a 13-0 scoring run. Look inside, Kennebrew tips it away to himself. And will flip it up and in. And one for Gibby Kennebrew.
Yeah, good tip, good steal, good jets, and then good bounce. I mean, he did just a little bit of everything on that play, and no match at the rim there for the Saints, and Gibby's going to get an extra one here.
Takes him just 7 minutes to get into double figures today.
Yeah, he's got those streaks, doesn't he, where he can just go off for 12 points in a matter of seconds.
Century already rotating plenty of new legs in this first half. Landon Perry and Noah Herr, both seniors, have been brought in. As St. Mary's will try and take the lid off the bucket. It has been a while since their last make.
Yeah, Hertz Barnett's got both of their buckets on this game. And
Terry, I don't know if that was much of a slip. Rather, he just totally lost his footing.
Yeah, I tried to jump stop and lost his feet. Now he's tired. I mean, he's getting hounded, and it's a lot of work to draw the attention of a team like Century, and he's got all the skill set. It's just, this is one of those games that'll just be added to his resume. Christian Benning's probably down there saying, hey, man, I've been there. You'll be okay.
Yeah, Terry has been on fire as of late for St. Mary's, but this is a whole different kind of ball club. We'll talk about the numbers kind of up later in the show about what makes Century so special on that half of the court. Haroldstad will go back to the ServPro free throw line for the Patriots, already up 18 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, good drive, good sweep there from Haroldstad. Got Barth in the air. Barth comes down there on top of his head as he's going up.
24/7 emergency service and training technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. This for Xavion Haroldstad at the stripe. Kennebrew heads to the bench with 12 very quick first half points.
You got to think, too, with 9 seniors on this team, you know, obviously you want to start playing better, but those seniors that do get to play a lot, you got to think that they're trying to maybe build a lead that can. Coach Mattern's comfortable with seeing some of their classmates out there running around for one night on the last night on this floor.
There's 9 of them. Darren Mattern's Century Patriots squad this season. A 17-1 record to this point after a 17-0 start to the year.
Really good defense by Landon Perry there coming over to help, but Barnett pretty much the only answer for anything that St. Mary's has, getting to that strong left shoulder, right hand skyhook.
He has been the only answer. All 6 of St. Mary's points coming from Keller Hertz Barnett. Wellstead and Haroldstad from the top to the baseline. Interesting shot. Rebound all the way out to Kurzman. And now Xander sprints ahead for St. Mary's. Lays it up with the right hand, but Nisley was all over it.
Yeah, really good defense by Nisley, showing his hands, keeping the ball away, and blocking the shot.
Haroldstad gets Barth in the air. Went straight up. It's clean. We play on.
I like the aggressiveness. I like them taking it to the rim in transition, though. I know it doesn't always work out, but you put St. Mary's in such a pickle throughout the whole game, having to get back on defense.
St. Mary's has two guys in the same spot. Xander has to put up a three. Almost got his own rebound, but the Saints offense just not getting anything going. Nisley, the triple is missed.
Well, we're going to go down to the bench a little bit here, get another senior in.
All in this first half for Century. It has been that dominant. 23-6 is the lead. Hurts Barnett as it poked away by Nisley. Just your typical Century defensive highlight right there. Hold it above your head, and it is not safe.
Yeah, they're so good with their hands. They don't foul. They don't put hand check you very often, but they are very quick to the ball. If you expose it, they're going to get a tip on it. All 5 players usually on the floor got great length, great wingspan, and great basketball IQ and skill.
Nisley, the senior, another one of those future NSIC basketball players for Minnesota State Moorhead. Will Vogelweed, another one of the seniors in now for Century.
Second one no good for Garrett. See if some of these bench guys can bring the same energy as the starters did. Keep the heat on the Saints.
Barth wanting the ball. Kralik is pushing him all the way up, basically to the three-point line now against Nisley, and he's blocked.
Really good job for Nisley, just really chesting up, showing his hands, playing physical there. Ooh, it's a little behind was that pass. Xavier had a good cut, threw it behind him and not in front of him, and good defense for the Saints.
Terry trying to drive against Vogelweed, puts up the jumper, it's short. And the Patriots bench loves what they're seeing from the defensive work.
Yeah, Terry is just hounded right now, and he's trying to press a little bit, trying to get himself going. He knows his team needs him. It's just, it's got to come with quick first moves, not over dribbling and letting the defense set up.
Nisley over Hurts Barnett.
And how many times have we seen that this year? Catch it 12 feet away, face up, jab fake, clean jumper, nothing but the bottom of the net for Nisley. He's got 6.
20-point lead for the Patriots. Here comes some more warm-ups off the bench for Century. Hurts Barnett trying to work with Barth. He's going to keep it himself. We got a foul called against Kralik. Good time to remind you, today's broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Bones Barbecue Sauce, a true North Dakota original created and bottled right here in ND. Find at your local grocery store, Cashwise Marketplace, and Family Fare.
Yeah, Hurts Barnett going for all 7 of the first points for the Saints. He's done a good job, though, getting the ball, clearing himself, being strong with it. And then getting to that high release, that time over Kralik. Kralik kind of got into his body a little bit too much and caused the foul.
Well, that makes it all of the 100% active seniors in the game already for the Patriots as Carter Coast checks in. Of course, that one, Camden Kramer. We'll wait and see as this season goes along when his return could be.
I just would doubt it's tonight. I just feel like, I know it's senior night, and Garrett Nisley with another face-up jumper. I just feel like
there's more things to accomplish.
I just feel like they know they're going to get him back, and so why risk it tonight if he's not mentally ready to go out there and move? And he's scored enough points in his career that it's not like, let's just go get a bucket on senior night. I don't think that's not the goal for this Patriot team. The goal is to go win. It's different than the Volk thing. She's not coming back. Yeah. And so get her on a night like tonight where it's no stress and get another bucket. But for Camden, I think he's got some season left in him.
Vogelweed the steal. Nisley tries the putback. There was a foul as I think Nisley was the one that got shoved. Yep, it was from Kurzman and behind.
Yeah, I think Nisley's going to head to the line here. Good play by Vogelweed. Hands ready to guard there. Had the young Kurzman on guarding him, and Kurzman tried to cross him up, and Vogelweed was down in stance, ready to go. And that's the beauty of these games, right? Like this 9 senior group, they've been practicing. And I don't know if you've ever seen a Darren Madden practice, but that ain't an easy year to practice like that and then not get a lot of minutes in the game. So good to see those guys going out there and competing like they do in practice every day and getting rewarded a little bit.
Nisley hits both this time for the Serve Pro free throw line. A 31-7 lead for the Century Patriots. Starting up with a very important final week and a half of the regular season in terms of clinching that 1 seed in the regular season title. Hertz Barnett hounded by the Patriot defense. We've got a jump ball, and it's going the other way.
Yeah, Nisley doing a good job in there. Gets switched on Hertz Barnett. Probably could have just taken the charge there and might have got the call, but instead just quick hands of Hare gets a tip on that thing, and Centuries are the first to the floor, and they're going to get rewarded with the jump ball arrow.
Today's matchup against St. Mary's Friday at Minot High, and then of course next week to wrap up the season, Century will take on Bismarck High, which at the moment is a battle of 1 versus 2, which could decide that #1 seed.
Great extra pass, and you love to see it. You know, obviously Coast is in there, and you'd think he'd like to score, and he throws it over to Hare. You'd think he likes to score, but they make the extra pass, and Kennebrew knocks down yet another 3.
Well, it is hard to go undefeated in a Division AA basketball season. Century was the last team standing without a loss until last Friday, but tell you what, despite that most recent loss, they're having a lot of fun today at home, bouncing back a 27-point lead over the St. Mary's Saints with still 5:30 to go before halftime.
Saints did not take advantage that time. Coast switched on to Terry. They got it back to him. That's the matchup they want to get if they can.
Gives it up to Hertz Barnett. He's bumped by Nisley in the corner.
Coach Mattern's guarding exactly the same way as he would if Kralik was out there, and I think the Saints, if they can get that ball screen switch with Coast Guy, that would be the guy that helped free up Terry a little bit in this ball game.
Still trying to get it to him. Now Aldinger has the assignment. Give me 5 seconds. Hertz Barnett caught it, never went anywhere with it.
Yeah, held it above his head, and the Patriots aren't going to get out of your shorts, and so definitely 5-second count there, and Patriots ball.
Drums Collision Center halftime report coming up shortly. We'll have the first half scoring numbers from this game, some score updates from around the WDA, and then bring you the second half of today's matchup, dominated by Century.
Kralik and Wellstead will check back in. Good minutes for Coast and Hare. Coast, Hare, Vogelweed. All playing good minutes there in the first half. Perry as well.
Nisley going to give it up to Kennebrew.
What a pass.
Did a lot of work to try and get himself an open 3, but he'll settle for the assist.
Yeah, ends up shot faking, drawing 2, bounce pass into a wide open Gibby Kennebrew. One of the easier ones Gibby's going to have.
St. Mary's has 1 scorer in this first half.
7 points from Hertz Barnett.
Foul away from the ball against Wellstead of Century.
Wellstead trying to fight through a screen there, guarding hard, trying to earn some minutes, trying to be that guy that's in the rotation for the WDA. This team has still got guys fighting for minutes when it comes crunch time here in the next few weeks, and he's out there trying to prove to coach that he can guard anybody. And he's got the assignment of Terry right now.
Barth catches just outside the block. Still trying to go against Kralik. Has to kick out to Xander. They feed him again. Barth going to pick up that loose ball. Kennebrew, the good help defense. Now Barth getting a little frustrated.
Yeah, nice job there from Kennebrew, just coming in, closing it down, not trying to block the shot, just trying to make it difficult for Barth, able to secure the rebound.
Barth gave Gibby a lot of space right there. Step back three rolls off for the junior. Trayson Terry, catch and shoot three, tries to bank it. Scoreless in this first half is Terry. Wellstead catches on the baseline, tries to get Terry in the air. We've got a jump ball as Terry got a palm on it.
It's going to be Saints ball. Good defense there from Terry. Pass was just a little off from Nisley.
Would you believe me if I said the earlier matchup between these teams was a one-possession game with 2 minutes to go?
I've heard about it. I got quite a few Century parents that are fans, and they said that it wasn't the prettiest game played by the Patriots that night either, and they definitely watched that film this week and got some things straightened out.
It's hard to believe because the Patriots are up 29 with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Barth fouled it, almost an and one there for him, but a chance for St. Mary's to get a second scorer.
Second guy in the. It's going to be a quick halftime St. Mary's recap if they don't get at least 2 or 3 guys in the box score.
First one missed though by Barth. St. Mary's has gone minutes without a made basket.
It's gone minutes. That's a very polite way of putting it, Owen.
I don't know the exact number, but it has been a long time, and it continues as Barth goes 0 for 2 at the Surf Pro free throw line.
Yeah, St. Mary's is just playing so fast and under control. Everything, the ball just moves so quickly.
Kennebrew to Kralik.
Kralik now with 6.
30-point lead for the Patriots.
Defense is still sticky right now. Century has not even looked at that scoreboard once in this first half. They're just concerned about possession by possession, doing the best they can out there.
Would have been Century basketball, but Kralik jumped the pass. The deflection out of bounds. It will stay with St. Mary's as Hertz Barnett returns.
He only knows one speed, and he thought he saw his fifth or sixth steal of the game there. Ooh, Gibby just about had one there. That would have been a highlight play there if he would have been able to pick that one off.
That was some quick hands. With 1 second, it's Xander. Offensive rebound, though, knocked away by Aldinger.
Good ding out by Aldinger. Good run out by Nisley. No. Kennebrew, yes.
It'll be 2 more for Gibby as Nisley misses the layup.
Yeah, good run out there. Good, again, you said it. Aldinger with the dig out there on the offensive rebound. They got it ahead to Kennebrew. Nisley ran, just wasn't able to slow himself down enough. And Kurzman will have a chance to be the second guy in the box score.
Can he do it for St. Mary's? Game also brought to you by Minot State University. Best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. That's Minot State University.
Come on, kid, make one here.
And the freshman, 58% at the free throw line this season.
Got some Garrison roots. His mom and dad both are Garrison. Garrison hometown.
That name sounds very familiar to McLean County.
Yeah, played with his brother in high school, or his dad in high school.
Well, he's got the point for St. Mary's. 2 scorers for the Saints now in the first half. Aldinger the 3 to respond.
Aldinger! Yeah, Braylon's 2 for 2 from the 3 now. He's got 6 pretty easy buckets, and good to see him knocking them down.
Terry looks inside for Hertz Barnett. 4 white jerseys there. Now the ball gets out to Barth. Nisley got the arm.
That's a foul.
St. Mary's now in the bonus. That's the 8th team foul against Century of the half.
Barth headed to the line here. See if he can't crack into the box score.
0 for 2 on his last trip. And bricks another one.
Got it. Need a dunk or something in this game to wake everybody back up, or Red Bull shots at halftime, something.
43-9, Century just cruising along now after that roaring start to this rebound game. Nisley gets Hertz Barnett to jump, goes up with the left and scores.
Yeah, this team's different when Nisley's aggressive and scoring the basketball. Only 9 points against Legacy. Didn't have his best night. But tonight's been a different story. He's been very confident with the ball in his hand and making plays for himself and his teammates.
Terry going to try and fight through some of the contact. Kralik jumped into him. If there's one thing to pick on for Century in this first half, it's been the fouls, but that comes with aggressive defense.
It comes with the way they play, right? And right now, the Saints are trying to get their head down, trying to get to the rim, trying to get to the free throw line, and just did a good job there, Terry, that time of getting into the body of Kralik. Kralik now has 3. We'll see Perry check back in for him, I'm sure.
Trayson Terry hit 6 threes against Williston in his last game.
Ooh.
27 points. Close to career high mark.
Terry goes 2 for 2. Terry knocks them both down. He's now the second leading scorer with 2. Good backup by Xavier and freeing up the weak side for the reversal.
Kennebrew skipped to the corner. It's Aldinger. Under 50 seconds left in the half. Kennebrew sets up. Now he's in the lane. Got it away. And that will be a shot clock violation on the Patriots.
Gibby had an open corner there with Braylon. He had Nisley on the slip. Just thought he thought he would be able to create a little bit more there, but the Saints defense was really good there, stopping his drive. Landon Perry out there, not afraid to guard Terry himself. Matching up nose for nose.
Wolbaugh looks right inside for Hertz Barnett. Back out it goes. Kurzman, the 3. High bounce, 2 of them, and then off the rim. Kennebrew runs away with the ball. And now a chance to end the half in style for Century. Nisley from 3. Thought about it twice. Misses it. And that's the buzzer. St. Mary's went the final 10 minutes and 6 seconds of the half without a made field goal. Century leads 45-11 as we go to the Dromes Collision Center halftime report.
We started with small beginnings, and just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. PNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Sometimes life gets messy and accidents happen. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Time now for our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. On the BNT National Bank scoreboard, Century a 45-11 lead over the St. Mary's Saints. Jerome's understands that accidents happen. It's a part of life. Their goal is to get your car and yourself back on the road as quickly as possible. They've been doing it since 1975. Call them at 701-852-5126 to schedule your collision repair or other service at Jerome's Collision Center. Let's just go right into the numbers from this first half. And we were kind of poking fun. There was only one St. Mary's score. Well, Joe, they ended up basically even in scores in that first half.
Yeah, no doubt. Obviously 45-11. We have a 34-point deficit here at halftime for the Saints. They had 4 players score. They did not make a three-pointer. They were 5 for 10 from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Hertz Barnett. He was the only person with a field goal. He had 3 in the first half for 7. They got 2 points from Terry, both from the free throw line, and 1 apiece for Barth and Kurzman. For the Patriots, they had 5 score, 10 played, 8 of the 9 seniors, all but Camden Kramer, who's still coming back from that injury, played in that first half. They were led tonight in the first half by Kinnebrews at 19 points, knocking down 2 3-pointers. Nisley had 13 points, knocking down 2 3-pointers. They got 6 apiece from Aldinger, knocking down 2 3-pointers. Kralik with 6, and 1 point from Harrelstead. They made 6 threes in the first half and were 5 for 7 from the free throw line for an absolutely dominant first half performance.
Well, you said it during the break. We should have expected this from Century, and we did expect it from Century after the loss to Legacy. That was last week, and now it's on to these remaining games of the regular season. Pretty much as good as the first 18 minutes could have been for the Patriots tonight.
Yeah, definitely, you know, you want to come out in this game and play really well. You want to show last week was kind of a fluke between the North game and the Legacy game, and definitely a show up and show out game for them. And just to you know, our pregame show, you know, are they playing worse? Are they playing down? Are they going backwards? Are they going upwards? What are they doing? And they just came out here to answer a lot of questions that have been talked about over the weekend after the loss to Legacy.
I want some scores from around the state. Girls finals earlier today. Remember, Minot High, their first loss of the season was this evening to Mandan. The Braves win 73-69. Century girls pick up a 79-59 win over St. Mary's. So Century and Minot, that could play a part in deciding the #1 seed. Minot just needs 1 win to be the regular season champions of the West. Bismarck High, a win over Dickinson on the PSP Network, 65-44. That one was close for a while, but the Demons pull away in the second half. And Jamestown, the girls lay 97 on Minot North today. A 97-43 win for Jamestown, a team that has been a little hot and cold. Those 2 upset wins, and then they lost a few that they maybe should have won in the middle of this season. The Blue Jays offense clicking again today in the Magic City. Boys final scores from Jamestown. Minot North goes on the road and picks up a win over the Blue Jays 89-80. So that puzzle of the last three teams continues to just get even crazier as the season winds down. Mandan, they picked up the sweep over Minot High. The boys win 81-69. The earlier season matchup there was a Minot High blowout win at home over Mandan. It seems the Braves have found something new late in this season. A 12-point win over the Magi.
They're up 16 at half, or with 10 minutes to go the other night on Dickinson, and let that one kind of slip out of their fingertips. So they're starting to play a little bit better and see if they can't get it going for the tournament.
And also right now on the PSP Network, that Mountain Time start, Bismarck High and Dickinson. That game should just be getting going right now. Again, you can find that on the PSP Network. Dickinson, the very early lead, 12-7, just 4 minutes into that game in the Queen City. Again, here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, Century 45, St. Mary's 11. Second half is next to the PSP Network.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
AE Construction Management and General Contracting builds more than structures. They build confidence. Your trusted partner in commercial construction across North Dakota, they handle everything from planning to final delivery. Whether it's steel, industrial, or retail, AECM builds with precision and safety. Their hands-on approach keeps your project on time and on budget. Build better with AECM. Call Tim at 701-818-0099 or visit aeconstructionmanagement.com.
Dear valued customer, I'm Jared Lundeen, owner of Trusted Tire and Auto. Around here, winters can be long and roads can be rough. That's why you deserve a reliable partner. We carry premium tires installed by our certified team of experts, and our total car care covers it all, from brakes, transmissions, diagnostics, and more. And trust, we know it's built through real local connections, even small things like a handwritten thank you. Choose us for trusted service that goes the extra mile. Sincerely, Jared.
Dakota Community Bank of Trust for trusted.
One last reminder tonight, if you haven't already, get that premier pass for PSP Plus. 13 tournaments still remain this weekend. The West Region Hockey Tournament, 3 straight days of hockey action. Got any insight for what's going to happen on the pond this weekend?
They're going to skate. The ice is going to be cold, and there's going to be some goals made.
All right.
Predictions. That's pretty good. Is that pretty good?
That's good enough for me.
All right, perfect. That's all I know.
Second half starts with Century with the basketball, up by 34. We got the running clock right away.
I think it has to be under 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
All year long, I thought it was.
No, I think it's under 9 or under 10. I think they play the first 9 straight up.
Maybe in Minot we've done it differently this year. There's been some 30-point games at half.
Maybe. Terry with a nice backside board there, fighting.
Barth, the floater in the lane.
Get off to a good start coming out of timeout. Get a bucket with an offensive rebound.
First made St. Mary's field goal since 10:06 in the first half.
Oof. It's a long time without a bucket. See if Century can come out that same intensity that they started the game with. Obviously, they don't want any kind of a letdown here, even with a big lead. Still playing hard. Every possession is a key. I know that's what Coach Mattern wants to see. He doesn't want to see anything slip through the cracks.
Nestle, the missed circus shot on one end. Hustles back to punch the ball out of bounds on the other. Coach Mattern for Century. 17th season. He's closing in on that 300th win with his Century program.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Been here his whole career as a head coach. Was at Bismarck High for a long time. Former U-Mary basketball player.
Sitting at 297 entering play today. Harold Stad, corner 3, going to be missed. Rebound tipped all the way out to Hertz Barnett of St. Mary's.
Yeah, definitely not the same focus in the eyes for Century right now as they did finishing the half. See if they can regroup here.
Giving an opportunity for Trayson Terry, who had 2 points in that first half after 26 on Friday against Williston. Foul called against Haroldstad of Century.
Yeah, it's a little handsy there on the drive. Nice move by Terry with the hesitation and attack.
Looks like we're going to be inbounding this from the baseline instead. Nope.
We're still good there.
Terry spins, he's open, and then Kralik closed in.
Good job forcing him there to his weak hand.
And another foul on the long rebounding effort.
Looks like that's on Xavion as well.
Third now.
It's good hustle right now for the Patriots for the Saints beating the Century Patriots to the loose ball.
Just about through the inbounds pass away, and then the next pass is picked off. Gibby Kinnebrew against Mueller, tangled up there.
Yeah, good job for Mueller getting back on defense. Didn't want to be part of any highlight. Getting his body in there, playing the ball. And good foul.
You know, Dallas Hansen's watching for some dimes today. Always has an eye on these Patriots.
Oh, a little deep. Good look, just a little deep. Ooh, Gibby closed that gap quickly.
Good idea there from Terry to bounce that one up to Xander, but Patriots.
Yeah, Xander was wide open, and Gibby came out of nowhere to chase that down. Got a little bit too much of the arm when he got the deflection, but that would have been an easy layup if he didn't put that hustle, put those burners on.
Shane Mueller's been called up into starting lineup duties for St. Mary's after their recent injuries. Hertz Barnett goes towards the baseline, misses the shot. Now Century with Garrett Nisley will go to work.
Another turnover.
Yeah,
just
Saints are all around.
Sloppy, yeah. Garrett had an easy pass there. I don't think he needed to make the no-look one, but forced the turnover.
Century still without a bucket in the second half. Oh, Terry flies into Haroldstad.
Good hustle from Xavion there. Maybe that's the spark that they need to wake up here. No scores here in the third quarter for them.
Timeout on the floor, brought to you by First International Bank and Trust.
This pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
We realized he had 2 broken bones, was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Well, not the same start for Century in the second half than we saw them kick off today's game, and Coach Mattern expressing that. And the First International Bank and Trust timeout. Century scoreless here for the first 2:50 of the second half, but St. Mary's has only found 2 points of their own.
Yeah, I think that timeout was much needed, and Xavion makes a good hustle play, dives on the ball. Just a chance to regroup and see if they can't get their focus back.
Kralik misses the jumper.
Looks like the defense is back into denial and in shorts. Traveled.
Yeah, Hertz Barnett let that left foot slide.
Yeah, he did. Good defense, good outside defense there, closing out. They're at a numbers advantage and shut the door on that and forced to travel. Get it to Nisley in that short corner, which he absolutely loves.
Drive right into Hertz Barnett. One-handed pass out to Haroldstad. Give it back. Nisley set up for 3. Bounces off the rim. No good. Haroldstad, more hustle plays. Barth was hanging onto his arm.
We got guys going down everywhere.
Mueller has been.
I think Barth got the first foul, and then Xavion kind of fell into Mueller, and good to see Mueller get up. He kind of banged his head pretty good there, so it's good to see him get up. That was a much better offensive possession. Xavier with the drive, the quick kick to Nisley. Nisley was set, just didn't make it, but great look. Good ball movement on that play.
Inbound goes right to Gibby Kinnebrew, gives him a 20-point game.
Yeah, it's 21 on the night. Need an easy bucket. Find Kinnebrew around the hoop.
Scored that 1,000th career point against Legacy. Saw after the game, Dad put out on social media that he didn't even know he scored his 1,000th
Yeah,
point.
he didn't even know he was that close.
Well, here we go. There was a whole timeout and a celebration and a crowd signs and everything. I think he found out pretty quick.
I think he meant he didn't know going into the game. Obviously, when they stopped the game for him, I think he knew that. Yeah, good defensive stop there. Century's picking up their D a little bit there. Tough pass trying to get Kinnebrew on the back cut. Real slow start here for both teams in this half. Neither team really has any momentum or any flow going whatsoever.
Haroldstead still really being the driving force of this Century team right now.
Yeah, he's the energy bug for sure right now. Just trying to will them to all get their juices flowing a little bit.
So 47-15 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Century's just got the one bucket from Kinnebrew, now two.
Your life's busy. That's why BNC National Bank will make managing your money easy. Find them online at bnc.bank. Century allows just 40 points per game defensively. Make that 49.2. That is easily best in Division AA. The next closest is Bismarck High at 59.
Let's see the younger Haroldstead in the game, Zakai, as well as Noah Hare.
Zakai, Haroldstead. And number 14, Noah Hare.
Today's game on the PSP Network brought to you by Farstead Oil. Contact Farstead Oil today to find out how their skilled sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, and DEF needs. It's Farstead Oil.
Kai's got that quick pitch just like his brother. He can really can get off the bounce.
Corner three for Noah Hurr.
And Noah Hurr with a big three.
I'm going to get a
delay a game on Joey Kralik, I think.
We're going to get a Ryan Family Dealerships replay going.
Noah Hare with a nice ball movement. There's a Kai driving that baseline. Good to see the bench bringing a little bit new energy to the floor for the Patriots. Those guys coming off the bench ready to get out there and show what they got.
And Hurr's going to get the foul on the other end.
Falls on center, number 14, Noah Hare, first personal, fourth team foul.
Coming up tomorrow on the PSP Network, on the YouTube page, PSP Primetime, brought to you by AE Construction Management, Spas, etc., and Magic City Home Leisure. Three great guests representing Division A and B basketball in the Minot area. Trayson Terry has his first field goal.
Yeah, no doubt. Good job there. I like that assignment with putting Zakai on him. Just challenging the young player there to see if he can guard Terry, and coach wants to have a conversation with him right away, giving up his first field goal.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
At the conclusion of today's game, we'll have the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show, where they're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors here. They work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit online at planningteam.com. Gibby Kinnebrew in the MVP consideration today with 23 points. This is the second chance. Garrett Nisley's going to go to the Surf Pro free throw line.
Yeah, good loose ball rebound there. Got bounced out to the free throw line. Nisley and Johnny on the spot there. Grabbed it, take it right to the rim. Caught across the face, so he'll end up hitting some free throws.
Two of them for Nisley. Part of a senior class of 9 players for Century.
Evan Baker is 24, Ami Spears.
Garrett on
12th player we've seen now in the rotation. Omni Spears checking in. big junior. He's about 6'8" junior. Nisley misses them both. Yeah, there's some talent. You and I had a chance to watch the JV team before this one, and they got some athletes on that JV. Not many JV team play 6'8", 6'6" for the entire game because of just not getting any varsity minutes. And they got Zakai and Wellstead and then Gibby next year, so they'll have a nice core of 5 guys. Good hustle from the young guy over on the sideline.
Zakai still another one of the Century Patriots is in the hair of Trace and Terry.
I like the challenge, go out there and see if he can guard the best. He's going to have to do it quite a bit next year, so might as well throw him the test right now.
52-17 lead for the Century Patriots, still 11-20 to take away from our BNC National Bank scoreboard tonight.
Zakai battling with Barth down there. A little bit of a mismatch.
Still not going to go to him. Instead, it's a jumper from nearly the free throw line by Jake Miller. Loose ball picked up by the Patriots. Zakai sets up for 3 in and out.
Good look there. Transition 3. Zakai had his feet set. Just not able to get that bucket to fall.
Well, St. Mary's going to throw the ball away. They will have to look past this performance to finish up the week at home against the Dickinson Mavericks. A very scary team, but a team St. Mary's is 1-0 against this year.
1-0. Maybe they get Chris back here later this week. He's kind of got a few doctor's appointments here to see if he can get some things straightened out, but love to see him be able to finish his senior season on the basketball floor.
And then to wrap up the regular season, a pretty short road trip to Mandan.
That's short.
St. Mary's currently set up as the number 7 seed. Hertz Barnett, line drive 3, going to be rebounded by his teammate Kurzman. And still, St. Mary's going to turn the ball over. That's been an issue for the Saints to wrap up this season. They've turned the ball over 20 or more times in each of their last 3 games.
Yeah, just kind of a miscommunication there. And Century still hasn't gotten that rhythm. Only scoring 7 points so far this half. The Saints 6. So just not a lot of fireworks being shot off here right now in Century's gymnasium.
Gonna have to get that running clock going pretty soon. I got a blizzard to drive through tonight.
I wish you the best on that. I got a bet if you need it, buddy.
Offensive foul against Hertz Barnett.
Yeah, good play there by Nisley. Just sliding his feet, showing his hands, taking it right in the middle of the chest, and taking that charge. See if they can get any momentum here on the offensive end. It's been just an absolute stalemate here the first 8 minutes. Had some decent looks, just hasn't been able to get any of them to fall.
Open guy was her, straightaway 3 missed. Kennebrew trying to leap over everybody for the rebound, won't catch it clean. Still got Xavion kind of.
Xavion's trying to get the bench going too.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Gibby. Oh, at least a little bit of the fireworks we've been looking for. Yeah, lays it in.
Even Gibby was a little short on that jump. Usually he's above the rim. That time barely snuck it over the top. Let's see another senior pop in here.
And Wolbaum working against Spears, has it knocked away. Story of the night for St. Mary's. Nothing going on offense against this really tough Patriot defense. Nisley going to get fouled before that pass out to Zakai. Gonna be happy that shot doesn't count.
Yeah, he's happy that one. Hopefully someone turned their head on that one and didn't see that one, because I think his brother's razzing him a little bit on the bench on that last one.
Today's broadcast of high school basketball on the PSP Network, brought to you by Val's Cyclery, located in downtown Minot. Sharpening tools as well. About anything you need, you can go to Val's Cyclery in Minot. Oh, inbound pass off of Wolbaum. We'll just try that again.
Aldinger check back in, give Gibby a little breather. Aldinger the only starter on the floor right now for the Patriots.
We were given the great senior day sheet, the script. About time to start reading that one off.
Ooh, Spears goes up to get a big board there. No need to bring that down, though, big boy. Keep that one up on your chin. Don't bring it down to your belly button. That's where all the other players are.
Landon Perry, one of the seniors, number 44 out there for Century. He's off to MSU Moorhead, the business major.
Just making sure that everyone knows the clock should be running here. Everything but the shot clock. Good pass inside. Landon Perry.
It's a shot block, but he's going to get the ball back and go to the Serve Pro free throw line is Perry.
Perry's going to get a chance here to score on senior night.
Calls the Saints 24, Barnett, third personal, sixth keep out.
7:51 to go. Second half. Still on that Division B stuff.
I think I said third quarter a minute ago as well.
24, Landon Perry on the line.
See if Landon can get his name in the box score tonight. Got it.
And in the Bismarck Tribune.
Perry, good at the line.
Senior night points. He's actually really stepped up and played a big role as kind of Joey's backup these last few weeks. He's done a good job of just going in, doing his job, taking care of business, and doing everything Coach Mattern asked him to do.
Well, the starter is going to be coming back in for Century as Hertz Barnett. That's the deficit to 36.
Yeah, he's been the one bright spot tonight. He's got 9 points, 4 field goals. He's been the one guy that's been able to create some offense for the Saints.
Her looking for Aldinger. Gets it to him. Just going to the left. Turnaround shot. Rolls off. Spears going after the rebound. Tip to Terry. Up the floor he goes to Xander. Fast break layup is good for St. Mary's.
Nice transition bucket there for the Saints. No one back. Shot was taken inside the lane, so all the players were kind of in there watching, seeing if they get an offensive rebound. No one got back. Xander gets the run out.
Spears. Back up to Perry. Zakai asking for it in the corner. He's going to have to give it up now. Perry the three.
Good extra passing there. Just not able to get any of these shots to fall.
Terry now looking for any points at all in this game. He has just 4.
It's like he said, looks like the starters are going to go back in, see if they can get a little bit of rhythm here in the second half before they probably clear the bench.
Another quick timeout, 6.5 left in the half. 55-21, Century has the lead.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Thank you for tuning in today on the PSP Network. WDA doubleheader from Olson Gymnasium here at the campus of Century High School. Getting to work in Bismarck. I always like it, especially in the coming weeks to the event center.
That's right.
Great crew I get to work with here in Bismarck.
We don't get Owen down here very often, so appreciate the opportunity to work with you, my friend. I think I've worked with I haven't worked with Dallas yet this year. I worked with him last year, but I think I've pretty much worked with every play-by-play guy we have this year, with getting you now and Brock and Scott and TD. And
just a good team player.
I'm a bench player. Put me in when you need me, Coach.
Kralik and the starters back off the bench for Century. And back in the box score.
Yeah, easy bucket there. Nice screen and roll. Got Kralik on the roll. He catches it with balance, gives a couple shot fakes. Nice little easy layup.
Haroldstad back on Terry. That's not really what Trey wanted to see.
Yeah, I think Terry would like his brother back out there, have a chance to get a bucket.
Nisley the steal, sprints ahead. Barth going to stop him on that drive.
Yeah, Barth brick wall on that one, got back on defense. Nisley had one mission there, and he's trying to get to the rim, and Barth did a good job of cutting that off.
I'll give you Kennebrew, the non-senior of the starting lineup.
Yep.
25 points today. Really taking most of the spotlight for this Patriots team.
Yeah, they're going to get Barth there with the shove.
Going to talk to both players, it seems, but this foul is going to go on 40 and blue.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, this is going to be 40 for sure. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. Little too physical there. Joey Krolick's going to get some free throws here.
And the bonus are the Patriots for the remainder of the night, up by 36 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
1-on-1 situation. Joey knocks it down.
24/7 emergency service. It's Surf Pro bringing the free throw line today on the PSP network. 1 for 2. Replays brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. The commitment and respect for their customers. Hold on a second. Instantly as it blocked by Hertz Barnett. The strong today's was 50 years ago. Experience the difference at any of their locations in Minot or Williston. More free throws coming up for Century. Bismarck High has turned things around in Dickinson. Our early update was just 4 minutes in. Mavericks had a 5-point lead, while Bismarck is already at the half-century mark before halftime, as per usual.
Bismarck High, you said it's.
Yeah, 50 before the break.
They can score, and their defense this year has been phenomenal as well. This is a very good basketball team that Bismarck High has, and I'm really excited about next Tuesday's game and then beyond with that team.
It was a demon defense. It was plus 21 in the turnover battle against St. Mary's.
Oof.
Very recently. Mueller, the bank is not open tonight. Well, yeah, the call going to be Century ball.
Good hustle there from Aldinger, getting down there and just not allowing the Saints an easy rebound. We'll see the other seniors pop into this game again here this half or not. Comes the ball screen again.
Nestle just hasn't gotten much to fall. Actually, nothing to fall in the second half.
Yeah, pretty quiet second half for him. A couple free throws, but that's about it.
Another contested shot for Terry. Aldinger will hold on. Clock winds under 4 minutes to go in the game. Krolick working against Barth. It's been an interesting matchup today, but it has been all Joey Krolick.
Yeah, great take there from Krolick. And here come the other seniors we're going to have.
Also 5 bench players for St. Mary's.
And no Kramer, which I think is the right move on this one, and they're going to go with Harrelstead instead.
Kramer, the 9th of those seniors, the one not playing today. He's going to have college basketball in his future in Aberdeen, South Dakota, playing for the Northern State Wolves.
Still a chance for him to come back this year, so no point in putting him out there and risking anything.
Rebound gets tipped a couple times out to Kennebrew. Now Nissley gets to run with Xander, carries it over to the left side. We got a foul.
Nissley will go back to the free throw line.
Kramer going to Northern State, new head coach. That program has gone in a much different direction now, and that is way up in the NSIC's North Division.
Yeah, who else we got? Carter Coast going into the game. Carter
Will
plans on
Vogelweed.
going to college.
Yeah.
Just doesn't know quite where yet. Maybe Minot. Maybe I'm going to give a Minot State push for him down there.
I think absolutely be seen, be heard, be you, Carter Coast. Will Vogelweed.
He's exploring all phases as he considers his
Keep your
next
options
steps.
open. I like that.
I'm Mr. Vogelweed.
How about this,
staying
though?
Open.
There's actually 10 seniors, including the cheerleader, Mason Ratley. He's off to the University of Washington as an aerospace engineer.
Dang.
Oh, yeah.
That's a guy that's not exploring any opportunities. He's just going to go take his opportunity. Yeah, on this roster, Xavion playing a little football for Mary. You got Kralik playing football for Mary. You got Kramer playing at Northern. You got
Noah Hurd, Dickinson State.
Yeah, we got another football player in Noah Hurd. Landon Perry here. Is he going to show us a Gibby Kinnebrew highlight?
He had it in there if it wasn't for the block. Let's talk about the state of the Century Athletics program.
Yeah,
all these basketball players going on. They got 2 volleyball players heading to the NSIC.
Coast with the layup.
Hey. His first points of the year coming today against St. Mary's.
Hey, that might be the play of the game.
Load up another one. Allison Volk, if you missed that earlier today, we got another end of the bencher coming in for Century at the very end. Allison Volk, a Century, the senior. Season got cut short due to a knee injury. 6 games into the season. She gets 1 play. Shoot a 3, you better make it, and she absolutely did.
Drained it. Now, we all kind of expected just maybe a little entry layup and go out with a round of applause. Nope, they got her the bucket. They got her the 3-point line. And I still think Coach Wallstead needs to keep her as an option. End of game situation. You never know. Make a free throw or something.
In the interview, she sounded like the least confident person that everybody else said, all right, you sold us. Now you're making that.
Put her in the corner. Maybe they foul her. Maybe she makes some free throws. Got to go with what you trust.
That was Braden Wolf that just checked in for Century. Coast to Zakai, extra pass. Vogelweed, the 3.
Got it! Good for him.
Well, this a little
Coast, Perry have all scored. Hare scored. Aldinger scored. Kralik. I think all 8 of them have now scored that played. Good for them.
A 69,
meant to be.
69-21 lead. The cherry on top for the Century Patriots today. Under a minute left. The Saints JV working on offense now. You got Reeve Honeyman in the game. That shot by Kurzman's missed. Connor Lundeen put back by Reeve. Dylan Locker and Jake Miller on the floor for St. Mary's. Will fall today against Century, but will look to rebound in effort to keep home court advantage in the play. And how about everybody on the bench getting to score today? Wolf for 2. And the shot clock is turned off. Century up by 48. A dominant rebound win over St. Mary's after that first loss of the year against Legacy last week. They will reset and go north to Minot High on Friday, and then the rivalry game of all rivalries in the WDA against the Demons of Bismarck High to wrap up the regular season. 1 steal by Wolf, and this one is official. Century 71, St. Mary's 23. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show is next.
Is proudly brought to you by
about to set a record. Most guests on the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Joe Cattell's with the boys senior class of 9.
We're gonna do a little Oklahoma City Thunder style in this one. We got all 9 of these boys here. We got the guys that play quite a bit on the back, but let's interview the real heart of this team, the boys that practice every day, get out there a little bit. Mr. Coast, you've put a lot of time in this year playing with this group, practicing with this group. Talk about what tonight, getting back on track. How do you guys feel going into the big battles of the next 2 games?
We feel good. Everyone got in. I think all of us.
Everybody scored?
I think all of us scored. So that's a good feeling for all of us. Just great getting back on track.
You were the last one to get the bucket. There was a lot of pressure on you to make that 3 down the stretch. Obviously, had to feel good leaving your hand right away.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we've been putting in work at practice every day. Big guard breakdown, as I like to call it. We've been getting shots up every day. I've been waiting for this moment, so I had to execute.
Noah, you're in a different situation. You're the starting quarterback on the high school team. On this team, you take a different role. What do you try to bring to this group every night in and night out?
I just say energy. I mean, it's easy when all these guys are behind you, but just being able to bring it every single day, and you got great guys behind you, so it's a lot of fun.
All right, I got to bring my guy up to the front here. Everybody knows that I love interviewing the redhead for MVP. I've been waiting all year to get my guy here. Hey, and you stepped in the last month. You've kind of defined a little bit of a role. Talk about what it feels like to have that spot on this group, this roster with all your boys here.
Well, it feels pretty good to be with the guys I'm around, and all the hard work we put in is just amazing.
Awesome, man. Hey, appreciate you guys. Good work. Good luck the rest of the way, man. Back to you, Opie.
Thank you very much, Joe, and the entire Century Patriots senior class of boys basketball players, girls basketball players as well. We did 12 interviews today. Bryce Gutnick, it's on you now. As our planning team, financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show. One more group pick. Sport Clip MVPs. 9 of them, 10 of them, 11 of them, I don't know. Our postgame show resumes next on the PSP Network.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
AE Construction Management and General Contracting builds more than structures. They build confidence. Your trusted partner in commercial construction across North Dakota, they handle everything from planning to final delivery. Whether it's steel, industrial, or retail, AECM builds with precision and safety. Their hands-on approach keeps your project on time and on budget. Build better with AECM. Call Tim at 701-818-0099 or visit aeconstructionmanagement.com.
Dear valued customer, I'm Jared Lundeen, owner of Trusted Tire and Auto. Around here, winters can be long and roads can be rough. That's why you deserve a reliable partner. We carry premium tires installed by our certified team of experts, and our total car care covers it all, from brakes, transmissions, diagnostics, and more. And trust, we know it's built through real local connections, even small things like a handwritten thank you. Choose us for trusted service that goes the extra mile. Sincerely, Jared.
Dakota Community Bank of Trust, your trusted partner for commercial and business loans. We not only provide lending you need to grow your business, but we also reinvest in our communities. We believe in strengthening our businesses and creating opportunities for success. Choose Dakota Community Bank of Trust for your commercial and business loans, and together let's keep our communities thriving.
Serving the community, looking out for you. At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
Continuing on with our planning team, financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame show. Well, Joe, you interviewed 9 players. That was a record. And now they're being interviewed all again, trying to break our own record.
That's
here
right. They're pretending to be us. I like it.
PSP
I like
Network.
it. I like it. I like it.
9 MVPs, a lot of scores to get to in this one. Let's start there in a 71-23 Century win.
Yeah, for the Saints, obviously got taken out tonight by a very determined Patriot team. They scored 11 in the first. They scored 12 in the second. They were led in scoring tonight by Hertz Barnett's 9 points, making 4 field goals, 4 points apiece for Terry and Xander, 3 for Barth, 2 for Honeyman, and Kurzman with 1. They did not make a three-pointer tonight. They were 5 for 10 from the free throw line. For the Patriots, quiet second half. Only 19 points scored in the second half, but their first half was pretty phenomenal. They got 25 tonight from Gibby Kinnebrew. They got 17 from Garrett Nisley. Joey Kralik added 11. 6 points for Braylon Aldinger. And then rounding out the starting lineup, Harrelstead with 1. Off the bench, Noah Hare, the senior, knocks down a 3. Perry knocked down a free throw. Coast got a layup there at the end. Vogelweed, the senior, off the bench, knocked down a 3. And Wolf finished the night with a 2-pointer in his own right. So, again, only 1 3 made in the second half. So that's 7 for the game after their hot start from the beginning with 6. And then they went 5 for 8 from the free throw line in the second half for 10 for 15 for the game. So a lot of guys played tonight. Fun game if you're a Patriots fan. And good to see all those seniors kind of get out there, get a sweat going. They've worked really hard to get this team ready to be the team that they are, the one loss Patriot, number 1 team in the state, and those 4 deserve a little bit of credit as well.
Yeah, pretty cut and dry basketball game today. Century jumps out to that start. The defense plays well early, and they win big over St. Mary's 71-23 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Let's hand out some awards. Our Sport Clip MVPs. There was 9 of them today. The 8 seniors that played, plus
Let's
Camden
just give it
Kramer.
to one. Let's give it to Vogelweed for hitting the last 3, so everybody
well,
scored.
here we go. So that was one of them. Then the other decision becomes which one would be the move of the game.
Vogelweed's
3, Coast's 2.
Coast 2, yeah.
Perry's free throws.
You know, I'm feeling just show them both. Let's just show Vogelweed and Coast. Those are the last 2 that we needed to get all lead. If you still have them, show them both.
Let's
if you have
do
one,
some
go
digging here. I actually didn't have one. This is a special day. I usually don't do these, but I know the Bismarck crew loves doing the highlights here. Which one do we have? I don't know. This might not even be the right play.
My fault. TDs,
etc.
What we got here?
Game. This is early. I don't even know.
Oh, sorry, but let's go with the Vogelweed.
We got a her 3. There we go. That one counts.
Perfect.
That one counts.
I love it. The senior Noah Hare getting the first one, and starting quarterback for the football team, taking a different role on this team. And I just love the fact that he's out here grinding with his guys, enjoying his senior year, and contributing to the ball club.
Yeah, Will Vogelweed going to be your Sport Clips MVP. Noah Hur, the Spas, etc. Move of the game. It's time to bring a spa, sauna, or game to your rec room, and Spas, etc. is the place to do it here in the Bismarck-Mandan area. Well, that does it for our planning team, financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show tonight. For our great crew putting on today's show on the PSP Network, John Haugen running the camera, producing the whole thing. Joe Cattell, pleasure to call a game with you.
Absolutely,
we will meet again in the Bismarck Event Center.
Yeah.
I'm Owen Patterson, repeating your final score for the final time. Century 71, St. Mary's 23. Join us tomorrow night, PSP Primetime from the headquarters in Minot, 7:30 Central. Hope to see you then. But until then, have a good night, everybody.
We started with small beginnings, and just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Sometimes life gets messy and accidents happen. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.